don't go through another season with low T. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. That's RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Marketing can feel overwhelming. Where to start? What works? What doesn't? That's where your marketing experts at DenverSports come in. Audio, video, online marketing, and we know how to cut through the noise so your customers finally hear your story. You don't have to waste time guessing or spinning your wheels. We'll guide you with a proven plan that turns your marketing into growth. Let us handle the hard part. You do the easy part. Head over to DenverSports.com and click Advertise with us and start growing your business today.
Stand Up to Cancer asked leading cancer researchers to speak about why they do their work.
2 words come to mind for me. One is responsibility, the other is purpose.
It's just so inspiring to do research that impacts human lives.
Stand Up to Cancer has been a critical partner in advancing research for cancer.
Cancer research saves lives.
So please, help us fight in this battle against cancer.
Be a part of the team that ends cancer at standuptocancer.org.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Non-verbal communication.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump day?
Unbreakable bonds.
Look at us 3. The 3 Musketeers.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
And personal hygiene.
Holy Moses. You guys excited about showering.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Come on.
Yeah! Wednesday, hump day. Here it is. All downhill from here. Man, can it possibly be a week from tomorrow? Brandon Stokley is Christmas? A week from tomorrow?
Wow. Year's flown by. This football season has flown by. It's almost a new year. Christmas right around the corner. Crazy.
Speaking of which, I was down in your neck of the woods yesterday.
Oh.
I was down in the Rock.
Tell me about it.
So, when it comes time to do shopping for my wife, yes, I do have a wife. By the way, quick little tangent. She came home mad the other night. I'm like, what's the matter? She's like, I was talking to one of my coworkers who's a big listener of the show. And he was, making fun of me or having fun with the fact that I'm your alleged wife. Right. Why don't you stand up to those two and don't let them make fun of you that way? I'm like, well, that's what we do.
Right.
it's how we show love.
Think if you were Stokley's wife.
Right.
She gets hammered more than anyone.
Exactly.
So get in line. Tell her to get in line. That's part of the deal.
Exactly.
She's a lady.
That's what I said.
Okay.
I said, you're part of the show.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Way to put her in check.
I did put her in check.
Good job.
Showed her who's boss.
Yeah.
No anchor there. So anyway, when I like to do my shopping down at the outlets at Castle Rock. I just like the vibe down there. It's outside. It's walking around. You get a nice day like yesterday. So was down there. Got pretty much 80% of it done. Nice job down there at the outlets at the Rock.
It was good?
It was good. Only downside.
How's the food court?
And it says something about how much I enjoy the experience there that I overlook this massive hole. They don't have a food court.
Oh, they don't?
They don't have a food court.
I've been there a few times, and they used to have like a little.
I know.
No food at all?
Nothing.
Wow.
I had to find an excuse to stop by Park Meadows on the way home just so I could hit that food court, which is outstanding. Look, I can't have a mall experience and not get
diabetes.
I can't without doing food court. I mean, look, the true measure of a mall is its food court.
Did you go Lululemon?
Tubby kid.
I looked at Lululemon. I thought of you.
Did you walk in?
I thought of flipping a picture to you. I did walk in.
Oh, you did?
I had to see what all the fuss was about. Brandon Stokley's favorite store. And I looked around. I went, yeah, okay.
That was it.
But then again, I wasn't there for me.
Right.
So maybe someday I'll go down there and treat myself.
Gotcha.
With your recommendations. So
I like it.
Anyway, it was a fun day for me down there in the Rock. Enjoyed it. And, recommend those outlets down there. They do a nice job. So some hardworking people here during this holiday season. The Broncos, a hardworking football team as they kick off Jaguars week. And quick look back at the Packers game, and Broncos players are loving what Broncos country is bringing right now. First, here's Mike McGlinchey.
Each week here at Mile High has just felt bigger and bigger and bigger, and our crowd has responded in such a cool way. I mean, it was deafeningly loud in the second half. I was trying to talk to Quinn, and we were sitting 2 feet from each other, and I had to scream at him to pick up his voice. So, I mean, all the respect in the world, and thank God they're our fans, because we love playing at Mile High, and hopefully we got a lot more games to go.
And in the process, for guys like Courtland Sutton, creating lifelong memories.
It's a memory that you cherish and you hold on to because, it's nothing really like it. It's hard to explain, when you're in the moment, man. I'm grateful for the fans. I'm grateful for this team and the opportunities that we get to go out there and perform.
All right. Yeah, the vibe, the atmosphere is back. It's back. I mean, for a decade there, just about a decade, it was flat. It was uninspiring. Crowds were booing. Crowds were counting down the play clock. We were counting how many no-shows this time of year. Man, the juice is back, Stoke. The juice is back.
Yeah, you could tell. That place was rocking and rolling, which is great. I mean, this is when it's fun. Down the stretch, you got a lot to be playing for. You got a couple games at home before the playoffs start. So, you got another good team coming to the town of Jacksonville. They're playing good football right now, really good football. So, another big game.
Another big game. And we'll talk a lot more about Jacksonville as we move along. Mark's done 1 or 2 Jacksonville games
I thought
this
it
year.
was 2.
I want to say 2.
I thought it was 2 because,
Duval. So bad. So bad. So anyway, he'll be able to give some insight to what's going on with Jacksonville. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence has definitely picked up his play. Also, last night, the Avalanche beat the Kraken. I'm no longer worried about the Kraken. Nathan McKinnon, 2 more goals. He continues to lead the NHL in scoring, leads the NHL in goals.
We're built different.
Yes, you are, Josh. Jared Bednar and Josh Manson loves being able to play and watch his teammate McKinnon.
Yeah, he's just, dominant player. He's a great player. Creates chances all the time on the ice, right? Makes the guys around him better. And, I feel like he's kind of got that shot mentality this year, like just throwing everything to the net. And, it's working for him. He's a world-class player, and it's fun to watch.
Best player in hockey. Best player in hockey. And seems like a guy who's on a mission, not only to get another cup, but in the process, get another Hart Trophy.
Got to get the Hart. That would be nice. What about the Vezina?
No Vezina for him.
Okay.
That'd be hopefully Scott Wedgwood.
Yeah, the Wedge.
Vezina, Norris goes to?
Norris goes to defenseman. The Lady Bing, that would be like the gentleman.
Yes.
Nice guy award.
All right. Let's go.
The President's Cup. Is that what it's called? President's Cup or the President's Trophy?
Trophy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
All right, best record.
Yeah. How about the Selke Award?
Oh.
Tough one. That's a tough one.
The Sulky Award.
Not Sulky.
Oh.
Selke.
Spell that for me. Mr. National Spelling Bee Champion.
Not going to miss this one like Megalopolis. Selke.
Okay, Selke. What could that be? Coach.
Nope.
I thought that might have been old George Selke back in 1849 coaching the Edmonton
the Montreal
Whalers.
Maroons.
Yeah.
That'd be the top defensive forward.
Okay.
Of the,
Make sure.
And then the Jack Adams. How about the Jack Adams? Jack Adams Award.
The Jack Adams, is that coach?
That'd be coach.
Okay.
And in fact, how about this? Jared Bednar with the win yesterday moved past Jack Adams, who the award is named after, into 38th place all time for coaching wins. How about that?
Awesome.
Little factoid there for you. There you go. Yeah. Is that going to make you cry, Coach? Is that going to make you cry?
I love you guys.
Oh, man, we love you too. Keep it going, my man. Keep it going. Up next, Riley Moss. I love hearing from Riley Moss. It's so easy to root for this guy and his reaction to the latest and most bogus of his pass interference calls. That's next.
Are the Denver Broncos looking down at the rest of the NFL?
This is the best team in football. There is no question. These guys are playing at an incredibly high level, and they are peaking at the right time.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers, and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
What's going on, everybody? Philip Lindsay here. And last year, I went a little rogue and dropped a discount code from our friends at Hermes Worldwide. And you guys used it so much, they almost got mad at me. Well, I'm feeling a little spicy again this season. So I'm bringing it back, baby. You can get 30% off your ride to the game with Hermes Worldwide for your entire season. All you have to do is mention the code PL30. Again, mention PL30 when you book your luxury transportation to Empower Field. And contact Hermes Worldwide at 303-577-7600 or visit ridehermes.com/DenverSports. Go Broncos!
Life happens, and then debt happens. Your laptop dies when you need it most. A hospital bill hurts more than an injury. Enter End Credit Union with a free debt consultation and a plan built just for you. End is here to help you break the debt cycle and get your finances on track. Debt happens. End helps. Schedule your free consultation at end.com/coaching. Standard account and credit qualifications apply.
You know that feeling when you catch a glimpse in the mirror and think, hey, I look 10 years younger. That's what happens when you stop dieting and start doing Soda weight loss.
I tried point counting, calorie counting, shots, and nothing has worked until Soda weight loss.
Soda weight loss gives you a personal nutritionist you can text anytime.
Everybody's great here. Everybody's encouraging. There were some times where I felt down and they brought me back up. If you stick with this program, you will lose weight and you will get to your goal weight.
When you sign up for Soda weight loss, your partner joins for free.
If you're ready to feel stronger, healthier, and yes, look and feel 10 years younger, this is your moment. No meds, no gimmicks, just real results with real support.
Remember, sign up now and your partner joins for free. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later on your timeline. No showings, no double moves. Plus, Orchard handles all home repairs for you, attracting buyers. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Visit Orchard.com for your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity. What if more reliable didn't mean more expensive? With Xfinity, you can get reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi for less. We're talking intelligent gig-speed Wi-Fi for $50 a month. This holiday season through January 4th, Xfinity is offering their best price on gig-speed Wi-Fi, guaranteed for 5 years. No contracts, no strings attached. You could save $3,000 over Verizon
and AT&T. Imagine getting super fast Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years. Get everything you need from Xfinity, their best Wi-Fi equipment, and even unlimited data, all included at their best price. Get ready to be wowed by your Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto-paid with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary. Savings based on promo and post-promo prices for 1 gig internet, 1 unlimited line, and Peacock Premium versus Verizon 1 gig internet and AT&T 1000 internet and 1 unlimited starter SL line.
Men, it's the holidays, a time of love and joy. But if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, the season can be tough on you. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you and your partner are experiencing struggles because of ED, change it up this year. Give the best gift you can give to the one you love by treating your ED and restoring your relationship. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED, and as a Promenic restorative health practice, we've literally seen countless thousands of relationships renewed across the nation. Plus, with treatments having success rates well over 90%, coupled with many treatment options, we can likely find the right one for you. You may even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us and give your partner the best gift you can give this season, a renewed, restored relationship. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Guys, this is Christine from Beau Visage Skincare and Spa. The holiday is almost here, but there's still time to buy that special woman a gift package at Beau Visage. Whether you buy a European facial, soothing massages, or another of our fabulous services, I guarantee at Beau Visage she'll be pampered in luxury, all at very competitive prices. Plus, it's easy shopping. Call 303-779-5002 or bvspa.com. That's bvspa.com.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Jacob's Law, 303 Law 4040.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider, Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Listener appreciation.
Our RamosLaw.com texters always answer the bell.
Mentorship.
You can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. And words of wisdom.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Yeah, calm before the, today the wind is definitely along the western part, Front Range. Foothills, going to get real windy today. So much so that in some spots, they're going to be turning off the power. I got to notice. They're turning off the juice in the wood.
Everything,
between like 10 and 6 today.
Wow, that's a long time.
That is a long time.
Wow. What do you do with all your stuff in the freezer?
Well,
I mean, will it melt by then?
I eat because I'm unhappy.
All your ice cream?
It says something about your current state, that's the first thought you had.
Well,
Is
yeah.
the food going to go bad?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I got a lot of good frozen food.
I bet you do.
That I couldn't have go bad, so it still would be good?
I think so. But, yeah, it's supposed to be really windy, and as Builder Mike 15 on our Denver Sports YouTube channel reminds everybody, yeah, that's a good one. Anchor down your trampoline today, folks.
Oh,
yeah. There's always that one in the neighborhood. The trampoline is turned over, or trampolines out in the street,
just flying around everywhere.
Flying trampoline. You do not need flying trampolines this day.
No, that's not a good thing.
I went out yesterday. All the hard work I put in, because I do set the standard in my neighborhood. I'm the Peyton Manning of Christmas decorating in my neighborhood. I raise all boats, and I had to bring in a bunch of stuff. Very discouraging.
Yeah, that's not fun when you decorate and you got it all set up and then you got to do the process again.
I mean, beats the alternative. Stuff just getting, blown over, blown away, beat up, all that stuff. So anyway, that's what's going on for some of us, some of you today. So be prepared for that. So got this on the RamosLaw.com text line. 303-713-1043. Here we go, 10 minutes in, and you guys are going to cry about such an obvious pass interference call again. Find something else to talk about. No! We're talking about Riley Moss, who, first of all, celebrated his first interception of the year.
That was great. Long overdue. The ball doesn't lie, right? I had great coverage on that deep ball, and, they wanted to throw the flag from across the field, so that was fine. They could do that. Ball doesn't lie, so.
Ooh, I like it.
Ball doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Sounds like something Brandon Stokley would say out there on the field, getting a little lippy.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's awesome. Yeah, he deserved it. He's been picked on all year. He hasn't been perfect, but he has been picked on, and he's got some bad calls going against him, and he just keeps playing hard. So good for him. I'm glad he got that tip ball interception. That was obviously a big play for the Broncos, and it's got to be tough though when you're in that situation, and you're already playing a tough position, and you're doing a lot of good things, and then every little thing you get penalized for.
Well, here was his reaction to getting yet another pass interference call.
It's kind of a kick in the nuts, but at the same time, it's like you got to keep rolling, and that happened, and I was frustrated, but, finish the game off great, and that's the key to the NFL, right, is can you take the punches, and can you continue to fight and keep rolling and finish the game?
Kick in the nuts.
Yeah, it is.
We've been there, Riley. We've been there.
It definitely is. I guess that's got to be your mindset, right, if you're him. So he's got a good attitude about it, but it's really frustrating especially on third down. You play good defense, and then the next play they score a touchdown. I mean, that's got to be frustrating and tough to overcome and deal with. But it does seem like he has the right mindset, like the frame his frame of mind seems like it's in the right place because. You could let it really frustrate. Like, for me, it would probably really frustrate me and get to me. And then I'd have to yell at the ref, and I'd probably get kicked out again. So,
well, I heard the Drive talking about this yesterday that, Sean should really, be willing to risk another big-time fine by the NFL. And to the point you were making yesterday about, hey, maybe the tack now needs to be they're not backing off. They're still calling these PIs. They seem to get more. And I'm sorry, Texter, that was a bogus PI call. I mean, you'll see 100 plays like that, 100, and that will be the only pass interference call that you'll get.
Yeah.
So, but the idea being, and you brought this up yesterday, that, hey, maybe the next course of action is to just make such a huge stink of it. Get yourself fined, get yourself flagged, get yourself tossed if need be, just to try to change the narrative.
Have Sean get tossed. No, basketball approach, right? I think Phil Jackson was really good at it.
Yeah.
After they lost, and if the fouls went the other team's way, he made a big deal about it. I think if you're going to do it, if you're Sean, you do it after the game. Well, after the game, you make a big fuss about it, and, kind of like Houston's coach did basketball against the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
I think you do it then. I don't think we want Sean to get tossed from the game.
No.
NFL coaches don't get tossed from games. So I don't think we want that. It's too late in the season to be screwing around. So you do it. When you do it, in the press conference after the game.
Michael Malone isn't doing anything really right now. He's doing the TV. Maybe he could just come in, do one of those 5-star nutties that he used to be able to
That was
throw.
an added bonus.
Yes, that's
where
right.
you would just get immediately teed up twice,
Right.
And you just go classic Malone. That'd be good. Maybe he could just be standing.
Tripping.
He could be standing on the sideline, be a guest of the Broncos, be a guest of Sean. And then the moment something like that happens, he could just run out on the field like shooter style and Hoosiers and just start berating the ref.
No excuses, no explanations. Do your job.
I think that'd be good.
I think he should be in the press conference. Coach Sean through what he should say and how to handle the press conference.
Exactly.
I like that.
I like it. Yeah, something to do. Some more reaction on the RamosLaw.com text line. My comment about Nathan McKinnon being the best hockey player on the in the league right now. You can tell this guy's Canadian. Okay, you ready for this, Stoke? This is the text. Connor McDavid is the best hockey player on earth, and it ain't close. Nate will enjoy being the second-line center when Team Canada wins gold in a couple of months. He even spelled center Centre.
Wow, Centra.
That's when you know you're
Centra.
hardcore Canadian, eh?
Yeah.
Center.
All right, Bozo, thank you.
All right, whatever. When is the Olympics?
February.
Where are they?
Italy.
Italy.
Milan. I think Milan, Italy. Milano, something like that. Italy, though. You know, you don't think Italy is a big
cold weather place.
Right?
Yeah.
But apparently,
okay,
parts of Italy, wintry.
Yeah.
Plenty of snow.
All right.
You know, for the downhill.
Yeah, weren't they having problems? They were having problems.
The luge. I saw
problems with getting the rink.
I saw
right,
clips of the hockey rink. It's not even close to being done.
I mean, what are they doing in Italy? Drinking a lot of wine.
Eating fromage. Well, no, that's French.
Pasta,
right?
Eating pasta.
Yeah, pizza.
Pizza.
Now, I saw our friend Mark Schlereth. He said, guys, he's covered a bunch of Olympics. He said, don't read too much into that. Pretty much every Olympic venue, Olympic host city ever is always right down to the wire.
Really?
When it comes to getting this stuff built.
Okay. All right. Well, we shall see.
We shall see. Coming up, a segment that's devoted to Bo Nix's love from his teammates. That's next.
Still don't believe in the Denver Broncos? Mike Evans has a message for you.
If you're a Bo cynic or if you're a Sean cynic, get on board. Get on board the train because it's leaving. We're not even through year 2. Buckle up because this is going to be fun.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Quiet down. Here she comes. Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
Pros don't just show up. They prove how it's done. With precision and without shortcuts. Makita tools are built the same way. With a dedication to lasting quality. Trusted performance and results that reward your effort year after year. When the job calls for the best, call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com. Or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
This is Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Hall of Famer. I learned early in my career that winning takes teamwork. And in banking, that means choosing a partner that has your back. That's why I trust Colorado Credit Union, a local financial institution that has spent more than 50 years investing in our community and helping families build a strong financial future. To learn more, visit ccu.org or stop by any branch. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Equal housing opportunity.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investorday.
A new exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card is your opportunity to go from card holder to ticket holder for the FIFA World Cup 2026. For a limited time, when you're approved for a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card, you're eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more today at bfa.com/cardfwc26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. All rights reserved.
Wow, Leslie, your fireplace really sucks.
I beg your pardon?
Well, what I mean is your fireplace is literally sucking all the air out of your house and right up the chimney every time you burn it.
Well, what can I do about it?
Well, you could get a high-efficiency gas insert from Mendota. It keeps all the air you already paid the utility company to heat, and it returns up to 86% of the fire's heat back into your house.
I'd use my fireplace every chance I get if I could do that. Maybe my furnace wouldn't need to run so much.
Well, that's the whole point. Hi, this is Keith Lair with Lair Fireplace and Patio, along with my niece, Leslie, to tell you how a gas insert from Mendota will give you the incentive to use your fireplace again. Mendota gas fireplaces and inserts are made to crank out the heat with beauty and style.
Lair's is Denver's oldest, most trusted name in fireplaces. Family owned and operated since 1954.
We'll even give you a free in-home quote, including expert installation by our own certified in-house installers.
Find us on the web at lairfireplacepatio.com.
For top quality Mendota fireplaces and inserts, it's Lair Fireplace and Patio, Denver's fireplace experts.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon.
Self-appointed nicknames.
Obviously, I am the hockey guy at this station.
Grammar lessons.
High five, Fama Jamma.
And Oscar-worthy impressions.
My version was, get off my plane. Okay. Yours was,
get off my plane. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Mark will be along coming up in about a half hour at 7 o'clock. Don't forget, we have Joe Klatt join us at 8:15. Dan Orlovsky at 9:15. So we are pumped to roll out our NFL insiders for you on this Wednesday hump day. Leader in the clubhouse, and it's not even close, for text of the morning so far. RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043 comes in from Nick of Colorado, who says, Evans, if it's going to be very windy by your house, will you be able to hear a Red Rocks concert in your backyard? Well done. Well done.
Yes.
Following up on, I think it's on the big board of BS Lies and Other Nonsense, and like every other thing up there,
Tom Petty.
It is actually true that where I live, if the wind is blowing correctly, I can hear Red Rocks, the concert at Red Rocks, quite clearly in my driveway. On a day like today, with the wind, if it's blowing the right way, man, could be like I'm sitting in the front row.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I mean, it's
so
you got a lot of. Have you ever had that? What do they call that? The electricity being shut off?
The power out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but done on purpose?
Yes, done on purpose to where you knew that, hey, for this many hours because of bad wind, we're shutting the power off.
Yeah, I but I can't recall.
Okay.
Maybe once, but no. Usually it's the unwelcome kind.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, the unforeseen.
Yeah.
What's how about in the Rock?
You want to know what the wind's going to be like in the Rock?
No, is there a blackout there?
No, I don't think so. This
Okay.
is pretty much a foothills.
Gotcha.
North up to Boulder weather event. So I think part of the reason why it's also so dry out there, they just want to guard against
fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really dry.
Okay, this is dumb. This is it's just dumb, but it doesn't surprise me because we're seeing a new form of Tebow mania, and it exists with Shedeur Sanders. He's only played in 5 games. He's only started 4. He's currently 10th in Pro Bowl voting. He has more Pro Bowl votes than Bo Nix. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
It's Tebow mania all over again.
Do you believe?
Just like he had his army, Shador's got his. And
what is the Pro Bowl this year?
They don't want to hear anything bad about their guy.
Are we still doing this Pro Bowl?
When I say what you think.
Dude, I don't. Honestly, the Pro Bowl now has entered the same category as the NBA All-Star Game. I have no idea what the format is, what the rules are. I have no idea, and I don't care because I'm not going to watch. I can't remember the last time I watched an NBA All-Star Game. I can't remember the last time I watched a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, well, because it's been flag football. Payton and Eli have been coaching, right? The last few years, it's been flag football with Payton and Eli.
I guess
then
so.
Remember they had the Pull-A-Man?
Oh, yeah, Pull-A-Man, yeah.
That deal?
Yeah, Tug-A-Man.
Tug-A-Man. They had the Tug-A-Man and all these other events. So, yeah, that's where that came from, the Tug-A-Man.
Tug-A-Man.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they're doing anything this year.
Well, since Bo's not going to get any love from the Pro Bowl voters, we'll make sure he gets some love and the love he's hearing from his teammates. As they are just loving themselves some Bo, starting with Mike McGlinchey.
I would say probably after the first touchdown today, like you just kind of had he just had this confidence and swagger and look in his eye that it was one of those days, and he delivered hugely for us today. Bo's he's a gamer, man. Like he rises to every occasion. He doesn't back down from a challenge and plays his best in the biggest moments, and that's the guy you want leading your football team.
You know, Bowlesy loves protecting his Q.
Number 10's a freak of nature, man. I've been telling you guys this for the last 2 years. I mean, I don't know what he has. I don't know if he goes in at halftime or before the game and gets hooked up to an IV and puts some green juice in him. He turns into a Hulk. I don't know what he does, but he is awesome, man. He's just so composed and calm, and he's just a special person. I'm grateful I can protect him.
Bowlesy.
Some green juice.
Turn into the Hulk.
Goes into Hulk mode.
Love it.
Goes from mild-mannered Bruce Banner to Bo Nix.
Hey, they've been figuring it out.
Bless Bo Nix.
11 in a row. They got it rolling. Be a good one. Jacksonville's a good team. So people are starting to finally catch up to how good of a team Jacksonville is. Which is kind of hard to believe because, you know, it goes to show you how valuable coaching is. Because Trevor Lawrence looks like he's fixed. Last couple of years, he was trending in the wrong direction. And now you look up and he's playing good football. And they're playing really good football as a team. So it'll be a good test.
Yeah, they've won 5 in a row. And I got a text from one of our great 6 a.m. listeners who said, yeah, but look at their last 4. Well, their last 4, they've beaten Arizona, Tennessee, Indy, who's in free fall, and the New York Jets. And my response to the texter is, and you're not going to be a hypocrite, are you? You're not going to all of a sudden start looking at Jacksonville's accomplishment and say, well, yeah, but who have they beaten? After a full season of having to defend, as a Broncos fan, the Broncos' schedule and quality of wins, now you're going to lob boulders from your glass house and say, yeah, don't pay attention to what Jacksonville. Here's what they've done in their last 5 games, all wins. They've scored 35, 27, 25, 36, and 48 points.
Pretty good. I mean,
that's not to be ignored.
He said the last 4, but if you go to the 5th one, I mean, they beat the Chargers 35-6.
Hammered them.
35-6.
With your guy Herbert.
Yeah, Chargers are a pretty good team. And the week before that, you know, they blew a double-digit lead to the Houston Texans in Houston. So they're playing good football right now.
Scored 29 against the best defense in the NFL, according to Mark Schlereth.
Right. The best defense, I think he said, since the 85 Bears. Like he put them over the 2015 Broncos and since 85 Bears.
Yeah.
He was a big Bears guy.
I think he was like putting them up there with like the Doomsday defense, the monsters of the Midway. See how many I can name. Purple People Eaters.
Oh, there you go.
Any other ones?
The Orange Crush.
The Orange Crush. Yeah.
Putting them there with Petrie and
Stingley and Shazier and
Will Anderson. Daniil, don't
Oh,
call me Daniel.
don't call
Hunter.
him, yeah. It's Daniil, not Daniel.
No. I mean, that's the greatest defense since.
I'm just praying we don't get them in the playoffs because we'll have no shot.
We'll have no shot, and
shot.
it'll be a bad deal for Mark because he gave him a tutorial on the zone blocking scheme.
That too, I had forgotten about that.
Right, and that's not going to be good for him.
He loves the defense, and he's helping out the offense.
Right.
Loyalties. Hey, we're in the final week of our Denver Sports Equipment Drive benefiting recruiting classroom. Our friends at the Blue Sports Stable in Superior taking donations of gently used or new sports equipment. Most needed items now include volleyballs, soccer balls, footballs, and baseball bats. For drop-off locations and a full list of needed items, head to denversports.com/equipment. Up next, we'll open up the text lines to you. Also, a recap from what the Avs did winning in Seattle. We'll hear from the winning guy between the pipes, Mackenzie Blackwood, next.
With his performance against the Packers, did Bo Nix officially silence his critics?
I saw the finishing touches of what I needed to see. It wasn't about one throw or one drive. It was the collective over the course of 60 minutes. The Denver Broncos have found their franchise quarterback.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, if right now the idea of these upcoming holidays has you thinking bah humbug, may not mean you're turning into a Scrooge. Could mean you're dealing with low testosterone. The signs are easy to spot. Low energy, brain fog, putting on weight, less productive workouts, feeling sad or depressed, loss of sex drive. Good news, the folks at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic are here to put you back into that holiday spirit. They can customize a plan for you to get you and your T levels back to normal. Did it for me a couple years ago. I was running out of gas later in the day. Got introduced to Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. These folks, they know their stuff, but are also really cool to deal with. Caring and compassionate. Got me set up. 2 years later, here we are feeling great. Low T, nothing to feel bad about. It's common. We guys, early to mid-30s, start losing 2 to 3% of our testosterone production every year. Do me a favor, go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com, take their Low T quiz. It's 10 simple yes or no questions. Could give you a better idea if your T levels are low. Then schedule a consult, just $99. Start Low T treatment that day. Your office visit is free. 5 locations to better serve you, including Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, and a new and improved office in Castle Rock. Call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where a small box with a burgundy bow will help you win the holidays. As an in-house designer, I love creating meaningful, fine jewelry gifts. Choose a necklace with a gorgeous infinity charm to symbolize your everlasting love. Or go for a personalized piece with an engraving, their zodiac sign, favorite color gemstone, or their initial accented with pave diamonds. Because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Stop by or shop now at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Cake Mortgage Corp, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. Are you a first-time home buyer? Are you trying to lower your existing mortgage payment? Do you need cash from your equity? For most people, getting a mortgage means endless paperwork and weeks of anxiety. But with Cake Mortgage, our process is simple, fast, and hassle-free. Whether you're purchasing, refinancing, or looking to tap your home's equity, our team guides you step by step so you always know what's next. Our thousands of 5-star customer reviews will tell you no one can do what Cake can. So stop stressing and start saving fast with Cake. Your fresh-baked cake home mortgage is ready to enjoy. So don't wait. Call 720-850-0012. That's 720-850-0012. Or visit cakehome.com. To learn more now.
We're hiring at Don's Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job, it's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at donsgaragedoors.com.
Hey,
Babe, your arms look amazing. Working out is paying off.
Thanks. I just wish my chest matched. No matter what I do, I'm frustrated with my man boobs.
Hey, don't beat yourself up. More than half of men have gynecomastia. It's gland tissue, not laziness. Same thing is happening to my friend Trisha's husband. He went to Dr. Cameron Dastery at Modern Surgical Arts of Denver.
For real? You get good results?
He got great results. Call him, honey.
Call today. They're offering complimentary consultations for the fan listeners. 303-470-3400 or at modernsurgicalarts.com.
You know that feeling when you catch a glimpse in the mirror and think, hey, I look 10 years younger. That's what happens when you stop dieting and start doing Soda weight loss.
If you're ready to feel stronger, healthier, and yes, look and feel 10 years younger, this is your moment.
Sign up now and your partner joins for free. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those? Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom designs that let everyone know who you're rooting for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing stacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A.
Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
Hey guys, feeling cooped up this winter? Mark Schlereth here. You know these Colorado nights can get freezing cold with your furnace running nonstop just to keep things cozy. But here's the thing. While your heating system is working overtime, it's also blowing dust, dirt, and debris through your air ducts and straight into the air you breathe. That's where Ductworks comes in. Your trusted air duct cleaning experts. Using a powerful combination of scraping and vacuuming technology, the Ductworks team clears out years of buildup, grime, and other gunk hiding in your ductwork. The results? Cleaner, fresher air, better energy efficiency, and a healthier home or office for you and your family. Don't wait until spring. Breathe easier now with top-rated service from Ductworks. Call them at 303-425-0985 or visit them online today at ductworks.com for a free residential or commercial estimate.
303-425-0985.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer, exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney, Tuesday afternoons on The Drive, and Friday mornings on Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, all season long. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Music history.
I've now baptized you in the glory of Led Zeppelin.
Brutal honesty.
Today's just been a bad day for you, Mike. I don't know how else to put it.
And some questionable taste.
I do not heat up leftovers.
Oh, my
I only eat
God.
leftovers cold.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Let's open up the text line. Hear from you, great 6 a.m. listeners. Best of the bunch here on The Fan. Start on the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043. Guys, had a meeting yesterday morning. What did Stokley's wife give to Stink? So, yeah, you had brought in a gift, beautifully wrapped.
Yeah.
And it was from your wife to Mark. And
it ended up being a candle.
A candle, but not just any candle.
Both of these nuts candle.
I don't know why you just say that.
That's what it was.
It was. It was a combination of what? What scents?
I don't remember.
It's like a hazelnut and a maple nut or something like that. But it was 2 nuts.
Yeah.
You know, put together, both of these nuts.
Right.
Candle. Smelled very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark opened it up and said it smelled good.
Yeah, he started rubbing it. Like he took like candle residue and started rubbing it
on his hands.
On his hands. Well, that was after I had quickly because he sneezed in his hands. You were like, hey, germs. And I found the first thing,
A bottle of Lysol. You don't spray that on someone's hands.
Probably not supposed to do that, no. You imagine if I had done that to Klatt? Oh, my God. Although Klatt might like that.
Gross.
Him being the germaphobe that he is, he might be like, hey, bathe me in that stuff.
He would embrace it.
So, yeah, it was Bophades Nuts Candle. Let's see. Oh, we got some advice for you. You were worried that if the power goes out for you, what will happen to your freezer?
Yeah.
With all the delicious food that you have there.
Gumbo, chickens.
You were worried. Somebody said, Stoke, don't worry. Your freezer acts like a giant camp cooler full of ice and frozen food. As long as you don't open it, it's like a cooler. It'll
be good.
It'll be fine for a long, long time.
Good.
You'll be okay.
Good to know.
You'll be okay. Also, got this on the Denver Sports YouTube channel. Guys, just heard the promo that ran. Good thing Zach Bye thinks Bo is the real deal. Crisis averted. We can all sleep soundly. Hey. Ease off our guy, Zach, okay?
I want to pound his ass.
It may have taken 4 or 5 months more than it should have, but he finally got to where he needs to be.
Get out the way early.
That's like coming up first AB, just first pitch, sitting dead red, just a crisp single, boom. Streak extended, day number 316 of the Zach Bye sensitivity campaign. That was from John Price on our Denver Sports YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bo, I think it's fair to say. We had this debate, or not a debate, but like, how do you define, a franchise quarterback? Is what's your definition? Is Bo a franchise quarterback in your mind?
Well, I think it's all relative and different. But you like that relative?
Relative to.
You
got to get.
You're not close.
You got to get relative to.
Sorry, my bad.
Relative to. Relative's not enough.
I mean, franchise quarterback, you got to do it. You got to do it
relative to. You won't get invited on the field next year.
For a few years, it's not just 1 year. It's not 2 years. You got to keep proving yourself. So I think that's what I'm looking for, is just continue to improve and keep doing it year after year. So you have to do it for a few years.
He's 2 for 2 as a starting quarterback in the NFL, taking his team to the playoffs. To me, if you are a reliable, consistent, winning starting quarterback that is a playoff quarterback more years than you're not, then you're a franchise quarterback. There's 3 levels for me. There's your starting quarterback, and there are guys out there that are just, good starting quarterbacks. You're going to win more than you lose with them. But are you going to necessarily be a playoff team consistently? So it goes starting quarterback, franchise quarterback, which is the definition I just gave you, and then elite quarterback. And elite quarterback is you're going to championship games and Super Bowls.
Okay,
so
I like it.
There's a very small list of elite quarterbacks in the NFL today. But we got some franchise guys. And I think Bo has played himself into that. 2 for 2, going to the playoffs? Yeah. I feel good saying that.
Yeah, I mean, you feel good about it, certainly. You should. I think, obviously, he's done a great job with, and figuring things out with not top level skill position guys around him. But offensively and Bo, they've all done a really good job together of figuring out how to be successful.
The jump he's made in the last 3-4 games has been noticeable, and there's actually, we'll talk about this coming up when Mark joins us. There's some, there's a definite statistical trend that has happened over the last 4 weeks in one area, specifically that Bo was not very good at, that he's become very good at. And we'll talk about that coming up in the next break. Speaking of finding ways to win, the Avalanche did just that. Hey, they played a fired-up Seattle team last night that was desperately looking for a signature win of their own, and they gave the Avs a good battle, but eventually the Avs pulled away in the third period, and Mackenzie Blackwood got the win between the pipes.
Just every game's different, you know. You never know how the game's going to shake out when you lace up before the game, but I think just the thing about this team is, like, no matter how the game goes, you know, you're not really ever out of it. So you just got to keep kind of sticking with it and playing your game and just be patient. Hopefully we can, you know, find a way.
Yeah, withstand that early speed and just go out and win a good road game. And the Avalanche now, it got close there for a second. Dallas was closing in. I think they had gotten within just a couple of points of the Avs for the best record in the West, but the Avs have won 3 in a row. Now they have a 6-point lead with a game in hand over Dallas. So let Dallas and Minnesota brawl in the first round of the playoffs. The Avalanche will should get a pretty easy first-round matchup, and then they'll get the survivor of that series. We get Mark Schlereth. He's ready to roll in here. He's called a couple Jacksonville games this year, so he'll give us his early impressions of the Jags as we kick off Jags Week next.
Are the Denver Broncos looking down at the rest of the NFL?
This is the best team in football. There is no question. These guys are playing at an incredibly high level, and they are peaking at the right time.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Happy holidays from me, Brandon Stokley, and my friends at Embers Golf, your go-to spot for holiday shopping. Gear up, save big, and surprise that golf enthusiast in your life with a gift card from Embers Golf, or you can go there and get some great merchandise. And what I love about Embers Golf, it's family-owned and customer-focused, so you know you're getting the best service and the best deals. Don't wait. You can shop now at embersgolf.com. Embers Golf, where your passion meets the green. It's located right in Westminster. It's in your big box golf stores, boutique style, family-owned, and built for true golf enthusiasts. They're not just selling you clubs, they're crafting a full journey personalized to you and your game. They got 2 private hitting bays, all the major brands, and they specialize in custom upgraded shafts that take your game to the next level. You can get a full bag fitting, just like I did, drive wood, 3-wood, all my irons. I love my new clubs I got this year. You can feel the difference. Seriously, there's nothing else like it around here. It's hard to believe you can still play golf and the end of the year is right around the corner. Go get yourself dialed in like I did at Embers Golf, where your golf journey begins.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Quiet down. Here she comes. Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Imagine almost every jewelry legend all under one roof.
Roberto Coin, Marco Biccigo, Ippolita, Paul Morelli, Mickey Moto, Tacori, Hearts on Fire, and dozens more, all in one store.
Imagine a diamond bar with almost every size, shape, and price range GIA diamonds.
And a Swiss watch center with all the great marks, including Longines and the legendary Tudor. I'm Dylan.
I'm Shayna Williams, inviting you to Williams Jewelers of Inglewood.
We've built one of the largest jewelry stores in America with one vision.
To be the only jeweler you will ever need.
For that perfect diamond engagement ring.
The ultimate holiday gift.
Or just because you deserve it. Williams Jewelers of Inglewood at the corner of Broadway and Bellevue.
Now, imagine their face Christmas morning.
This holiday, come to Williams Jewelers.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
The official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche. Williams Jewelers, where Colorado shines.
Jim, it's late in the half here at Empower Field, and things are coming down to the wire at the concession stand.
Nachos are a solid choice, but Grant needs to finish strong here.
He scans his wallet and pulls out his Broncos checking debit card for 10% off.
Wow, savvy move. And with no surprise fees, he won't regret this order.
I don't know, Jim. That's a lot of cheese. Bank like a Bronco with Broncos checking from Int Credit Union. Insured by NCUA. Membership required.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity. What if more reliable didn't mean more expensive? With Xfinity, you can get reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi for less. We're talking intelligent gig-speed Wi-Fi for $50 a month. This holiday season through January 4th, Xfinity is offering their best price on gig-speed Wi-Fi, guaranteed for 5 years. No contracts, no strings attached. You could save $3,000 over Verizon and AT&T. Imagine getting super fast Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years. Get everything you need from Xfinity, their best Wi-Fi equipment, and even unlimited data, all included at their best price. Get ready to be wowed by your Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto-paid with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary. Savings based on promo and post-promo prices for 1 gig internet, 1 unlimited line, and Peacock Premium versus Verizon 1 gig internet and AT&T 1000 internet and 1 unlimited starter SL line.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later on your timeline. No showings, no double moves. Plus, Orchard handles all home repairs for you, attracting buyers. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Visit Orchard.com for your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Men, we hear it all the time. A man comes in to get his erectile dysfunction treated, and very soon thereafter, he tells us that his relationship is renewed. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and you should know that ED doesn't just affect you, it also often affects your partner. They can feel undesired, unwanted, they may even feel like you don't love them anymore. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we've successfully treated thousands of men for ED with protocols that have success rates as high as 90%. Which means if you're like most men, we can get you back to the guy you used to be. You could even last up to an hour or more and find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and give your partner the gift of renewed love. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. That's RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gree-gree?
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tired of mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. On this hump day, we welcome you in. Got Mark Schlereth here. He just rolled in. Got Joel Klatt joining us at 8:15. Dan Orlowski at 9:15. And as much, guys, as you and I, Stoke, love to, along with the listeners, give Stink a lot of grief for the quality of games that he calls week in, week out for Fox, his schedule does come as a benefit to us this week because he has called this year, not 1, not 2, but 3 Jacksonville Jaguar games. So who better to tell us about this week's opponent than Mark Schlereth?
Wow.
Who we hold in high esteem this week.
That's right. 3, not 1, not 2, but 3.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Jacksonville Jaguar, first place Jacksonville Jaguar games. Of course, that's when Fox thought they were going to stink. So that's why I got those games, Mike, because Fox didn't realize they were going to be good.
No.
They thought they would stink.
Correct.
They gave them to me.
Correct.
So, there you go.
Hey, maybe you were partially responsible for the turnaround.
Yeah.
All those, Stoke, those one-on-one coaching sessions he gives with offensive linemen and probably gives defensive linemen tips. Hey, when the guard stabs you like this, here's what you want to do. You want to go into a swim move
When you see Miners do this, all you got to do to counter that is rip through his inside. I'm telling you, that's his weakness. You're going to get him this week. Telling you.
Tell us about the Jags.
How about ATN, their running back? Because last year there was a lot of talk about the Broncos possibly trading for him. And it seemed like it kind of ran its course there. Wasn't having a great year, but looks like he's bounced back in a big way. He's got 7 touchdowns, 949 yards.
Yeah, really good back. I think the biggest thing, sitting down talking to Baselli, who's the president of football operations. Remember the Hall of Fame left tackle, president of football operations, and James Gladstone, who is their general manager. Both of those guys very forthright with their information. The biggest deal about hiring the head coach was his ability, Liam Cohen, his ability to sell them on the run game. And Liam is a big-time run game coach. He wants to run the ball, and that's where you've seen ETN really excel in their run game. They can be dominant from that aspect. They've got a quarterback that will run a little bit, that will create some yards in the quarterback run game, and the RPO game, in the zone read game, and so they really lean into that. Protect their offensive line quite a bit. I think they've got an outstanding front seven. I think that's what really sets them apart. Their front of their defense really good. They're a good football team, man, and they're built the right way, in my opinion. Right? They're going to defend the run. They're going to run the ball. They're going to set up the play action stuff. And their quarterback struggles in the drop back game, but the play action game with their run game, his ability to get to the edges with the boot game, they're a very good football team.
Yeah, I mean, guess who? Tim Patrick. Forgot Tim Patrick's there, right? Tim Patrick's there. And, they traded for Jacoby Myers, who I think is a really good wide receiver from the Raiders this year. So they got him. But talk about the tight end that you were talking about.
Brenton Strange.
A lot of people haven't heard of him, but he's having, he's missed a few games, but he's having a pretty darn good year.
Yeah, he was like on IR for like 6-7 weeks. But he was a guy that the very first game of the season, man, watching him in the preseason, I was like, this dude is a difference maker. Not only in the run game, because he's one of those tight ends that can beat you in the passing game, but relishes the opportunity to hit people, to establish the edge in the run game. He's a really, really good player. I thought he was going to emerge as an all-pro, one of the best tight ends in football. And frankly, I think he is. He just hasn't played enough because of the injury, and he went on IR. But really a matchup guy in the passing game, really can control the middle of the football field. Very good run blocker.
Bo Nix isn't the only quarterback who has really jump-started his season over the last 4 weeks. Same with Trevor Lawrence, who has gone from looking like he was going to be a generational bust as a former number 1 overall pick that was labeled as one of the best quarterback prospects ever to come out of college, and he was trending towards being a bust. But check this out. Over the first 10 games of the season, he threw 11 touchdowns to 8 picks. Terrible. Last 4 games, 12 touchdowns to 3 picks. He's really picked up his play. Still throws for a pretty low percentage, though. He's not a really high completion guy. These last 4 weeks, while putting up big numbers, 60%, 59.3, 56.7, 62.5. I mean, that's like barely passing.
There are times he looks like a baby giraffe in the pocket. Like, he's just all over the place. And you know how we've talked about Bo Nix being frenetic, or his feet not tying together in the pocket, and him climbing the pocket too fast, almost sprinting up in the pocket. Trevor Lawrence, man, there are a bunch of errant throws, a bunch of balls that come out of his hand just looking goofy. Now, every now and again, he'll drive the ball, and you're like, damn, that was a great throw. But there are way too many inconsistencies when you watch him play, and you just pointed it out, Mike. In today's game, with all the quick game stuff, with the boot heap game, with the play action game, with all the things that you throw behind the line of scrimmage or within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, you should be you should be close to, you should be over 65%, but you should be approaching 70%.
Yeah.
You're right. You should be right around there. And he just is woefully inaccurate at times.
Yeah, I think you see, though, also that you have to remember, he has struggled the last couple years. But the thing is here, too, you got a new coach. You got a new offensive system. And sometimes it takes a little time to get in the flow, get in the rhythm. Then you look up and, your tight end's kind of in and out of the lineup. You bring in a new wide receiver in Jacoby Myers. Travis Hunter, he was supposed to be a big part of their offense. He's out of the lineup now. So there's a lot of change there. Yeah. And that's not easy for a quarterback.
Brian Thomas, who had a unbelievable rookie year, but a lot of it came with Mac Jones playing quarterback. A lot of the big numbers. And so he and Trevor Lawrence never seemed to connect, and then he was out for a few weeks as well with an injury.
He's had a lot of drops this year, too, early on. Ton of drops.
Ton of drops early. So there was a lot of things offensively that they're trying to figure out. But the one consistent is they've been able to consistently run the football, and they do a good job with that. So they're going to be really tough, man. Like I said, I think they have got a really good front seven as well. 2 edge guys that are just monsters.
Well, it's official. I'm no longer worried about the Seattle Kraken. I'm past my worry.
Yeah.
The Avs got it done last night up there in Seattle. They won 5-3 against a hungry Kraken team. Avalanche had to rally from down 2-1 and 3-2. They score 3 times in the third period to come away with the win. Nathan McKinnon, 2 goals. Jared Bednar happy with the way his team withstood the early Seattle push.
We were close in the first period, but it just seemed like they had an added step on us. And I think part of that was just the intensity that they were playing with early. And I didn't mind us, but we gave up too much and we weren't getting enough. And one way to change that is, get a little bit more physical, especially arriving into D-zone coverage and try to get the puck turned around a little quicker, going the other direction.
So the Avs, after getting pushed there recently by Dallas, have opened up back a 6-point lead in the division in the Western Conference for supremacy. So some breathing room there for the Avs as they go out and get it done last night. Up next, when we look at Bo Nix's turnaround, it is clear the biggest improvement in one specific area. Tell you what it is next.
Still don't believe in the Denver Broncos? Mike Evans has a message for you.
If you're a Bo cynic or if you're a Sean cynic, get on board. Get on board the train because it's leaving. We're not even through year 2. Buckle up because this is going to be fun.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
One day, that's it. One day can fix your hair loss problem for good. It can happen with advanced hair restoration. I know because it worked for me 20 years ago. And yep, I was skeptical. You hear about all these cures to fix hair loss, and you tend to be cynical. But Advanced Hair works. It started with a consultation with the legend herself, Dr. Tanya Pauls, the same Dr. Pauls that will do your hair. I learned quickly how it works, taking your own hair, putting it where you need it the most. The procedure is simple. One day, I remember it like it was yesterday. Watched movies, ate lunch, dozed off. Good, comfortable day. Aftercare instructions, easy to follow. And my hair, my own natural hair, started to regrow the very next day, and it continues to grow today, 20 years later. This can be you and that solution for that expanding bald spot, receding hairline, or thinning hair. You choose how much and where, and Advanced Hair does the rest. And it's all guaranteed. For a limited time, get a free consultation, 250 free hair grafts, $250 off. Just call 720-459-HAIR and at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This has been a test of the emergency alert system.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. That's Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Payton Manning here. Throughout my football career, staying healthy was a big priority, but bumps, bruises, and injuries were part of the game. And for me, it's not just the clinical excellence and expertise that sets a medical team apart. It's also the compassion, kindness, and empathy they show. At Common Spirit Health, healing is quality care and human kindness. And my friends at Common Spirit are teaming up with their partners to spread human kindness and create healthy communities. Common Spirit Health. Hello, human kindness.
The Ford end-of-the-year savings event is happening now at Siltahar Motors. Get 0% financing for up to 60 months, 0 down payment, and no payments for 90 days on select models, including all remaining 2025 F-150s, America's and Denver's best-selling truck. Conveniently located at Highway 36 in Wadsworth, or shop their entire inventory with sale pricing at sthmotors.com. Happy holidays from Siltahar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
Most business owners and decision makers work hard but stay frustrated because customers simply don't know they exist. Marketing isn't about being flashy. It's about making sure people understand how you solve their problem. Audio, video, and online campaigns put your message where your customers are already paying attention. And your friends at DenverSports, they specialize in connecting customers to businesses. The moment you get clear and show up consistently, growth follows. Don't stay the best kept secret in town. Visit DenverSports.com and click on the Advertise with Us button and start growing today.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Rights reserved.
Tune in to Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Double crossing, you little punk.
Can't believe you did that.
Unbreakable trust.
See, I'm not like you. You just let me drown. You just let me drown. You do nothing.
And of course, emotional maturity.
I'm maybe a little bit angry.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Help, help! Disaster. Evans, I've never seen this before. His headphones have got all tangled up, and he couldn't untangle them to put them on that big old dome of
I
yours.
was trying to get panicky.
My goodness, what were you doing over there?
He's an idiot and a fool. I don't know. It's
Were
like,
you like a teenage girl braiding your?
it was like I was sleeping and got a nightmare. I got all wrapped up in my sheets and
It's
stuff.
like
I
back,
couldn't get loose.
Back when you didn't have the Bluetooth, the Bluetooth earpod things. Like if you put your little microphone things, your little headphones in your pocket, they would always come like somebody would. It was like a pocket gremlin that would tie them in knots, and you're like, how in the hell did this thing get in knots? It's in knots over there.
Well, these last 4 weeks for Bo Nix, ever since the Vegas debacle, the 10-7 game on a Thursday night, and then the Broncos getting the mini bye, since then, Bo Nix has just been a different quarterback. The numbers back it up. The eye test backs it up. But what was the reason for the change? You go back to those last couple of games, guys, before the mini bye there, and his completion percentage had really bottomed out. 49% against Houston, only 50% against Vegas. Those are below average numbers. And he wasn't seeing the field well. He seemed to be rushed in the pocket. He was escaping the pocket too quick. His footwork wasn't good. His mechanics didn't look smooth. And then everything kind of changed after the bye week. Well, I was looking at this ESPN piece, and they were talking about the Broncos and why they've become a threat. And, of course, they discussed the defense, but they also talked about Bo. Entering Week 15, Nix was near the bottom, below average among quarterbacks in completion percentage, yards per pass attempt, success rate, all below league average. And the idea was that if you play zone against Bo, he would struggle against zone. And you saw some of the examples, which I just laid out. But over these last few weeks, Bo has become much better against the zone, culminating with his performance against the Packers. Bo Nix faced zone coverage against the Packers on nearly 90% of his dropbacks. So the game plan was clear. You always say, you want to know how they feel about you? Look at the way they game plan you. They didn't think that Bo could beat zone defense. 90% of his dropbacks, he was 21 of 30 for 267 yards and 4 touchdowns. That is the most passing touchdowns by a quarterback against zone coverage in a game this season. So there it is. That's you want to know what's changed over the last 4 weeks. There it is. My question to both of you, starting with you, Stink, is why and how?
Well, I think ultimately all the things you said about him climbing the pocket, him being less frenetic, him being like taking a little bit more time to letting things develop. I think that's part of it. And then I'd be interested with Stoke, like man-to-man coverage stuff is easy because it's not if you got a great cover guy, it's never easy, right? But it's easier to see. I've got this one-on-one over here, and here we go. I'm going to take advantage of it. And everything in zone becomes eventually, if you can hold the ball long enough, becomes man-to-man, right? You got to grab the dude in your zone, and now you're in man coverage in that scenario. But I would also be very interested from Stokes' perspective as a wide receiver when teams play you heavy zone, how it changes the way you run a route, how all of a sudden you have to throttle down in a hole, and all those different little intricate things that you have to see as a receiver with a young receiving core. Does some of that lack of success, does some of that go on the receivers where everybody is growing in this offense? And we talked a lot about, the motions and the formational changes and all the personnel groupings. Like, are all of a sudden all these things coming to fruition at the same time where everybody's kind of getting on the same page and playing much better football, Stoke?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. When you play zone, you're trying to find that spot, that soft spot in the zone. When it's man-to-man, you're running away from everything, right? So it's pretty simple. But zone, you have to be on the same page of when you're going to throttle it down, what void in the zone you're going to find and settle down in. So sometimes that just takes some time to get on the same page, reps, work, practice until you're comfortable with what everyone's doing on certain play calls. So I think but I also think the game maybe is slowing down for him a little bit. He's more comfortable in the offense. Things like that certainly help. And then, what do you do? If you're struggling with something, what do? You work on it. You practice, and hopefully it translates into performance on game day. And I think that has something to do with it also.
Because you've always said, Mark, that a lot of times teams want to play zone against a younger quarterback to make that quarterback play quarterback, right?
100%.
So don't give him an easy out by, hey, we're all playing man and turning our back to the quarterback, which allows him to take off and make a play with his legs, or give him a one-on-one matchup where he just can quickly look at that guy and try to make a throw. Zone, you make a guy stand back there He has to remain calm in the face of pressure. He has to go through his reads. He has to make the right decision. He has to be accurate. You're asking a lot more of a quarterback to play quarterback. And it just seems that since that Vegas game, Bo and Sean and this offense have flipped a switch when it just comes to the idea of just being calm and playing quarterback. And we're seeing guys open down the field against those zones. There are some wide open pockets. Bo's making great throws. I got to believe that probably early on this season, those guys were open, but the plays never developed. There wasn't enough patience to let those plays develop like they're developing now.
Yeah, you also have to become more of an anticipatory thrower. Like man-to-man coverage, like Stokley said, when you get man-to-man, they always say, hey, for the man-to-man receivers like crossing the football field, look and book. Look at the quarterback and just run as fast as you can, right?
That true?
Look and book.
Look and book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can vouch.
Okay, I didn't know if he was making that up.
Oh, wow. He's
Well, you know, I mean, okay. I shouldn't say
Are you serious?
You know what?
I shouldn't say.
You never got to the varsity, so you didn't know that's a varsity term.
I shouldn't say make it up. I just it's funny because as you've put the work in, as I give you credit as being the hardest working analyst in TV, you know, you've learned a lot of terms, and I was getting a little amused because you could tell you like to show them off. You know, look at what I've learned. You know, and look at some of these. Sayings. And so I didn't know. I didn't know if look and book was one that was kind of new.
No, I mean I spent a lot of time with coaches.
Show it off.
So I get a lot of. Sometimes they'll throw some lingo out there that I don't know, and I'm like, what does that mean?
I can't believe he questioned you.
Yeah, I know.
And now he's trying to just ramble on to overlook the fact that he actually questioned what you're just going to make stuff up just to make it up.
I said as soon as I said it, he looked over it. He goes, "Stoke, is that true?" Like. I mean, what are we doing over here?
Forget it, Donnie. You're out of your element.
Yeah, just need to prove the legitimacy. That's all.
Yeah.
So you're good. Continue.
But when
you've earned my respect.
Okay, but when you're in man-to-man coverage, you are in man-to-man. You are a sight thrower. You're looking, and that guy is looking at you, and he's run away from a dude. You know, like if you get an outside release. And they always say, hey, man, if you get the guy stacked, you know, you're throwing the go. If that guy stays on top, I'm going to hit the back shoulder. Like you're just looking at that going, okay, how do they play it out? And the receiver and the quarterback get on the same page. In zone, man, you're waiting for a dude to come out of his break. You can't wait. You got to know he's coming out of the break. You got to know there's a void in that zone, where that void is. And you just got to trust that everything is going to be on time, and you got to throw it to that hole and know the receiver's breaking into it. And so that's kind of really the difference, and that's where young quarterbacks really have a tough time. If they're waiting to see the guy get into the void, you know what else the defense is doing? Playing zone? They're eyeballing the guy, and they can see that, and they get a better break on the ball, so it's harder to complete passes. It's more apt, or you're more likely to throw interceptions, all those things.
I think, you look at the play to Lil Jordan, the touchdown. Right, which I went over yesterday for Telestrator Tuesday. Just 5 yard, just hooked it up in the void of the zone that was right there, and Bo just hit his back foot and just zinged it in there, and it was low and away, perfect throw. Had to be a perfect throw to be a completion, but probably 5 weeks ago, he's not hitting that back foot, letting it go, and it's a little bit slower process, and that ball's batted down or maybe intercepted.
I'm going to give Mike another one. Okay, see if he – so they say when you're on the goal line, like you hitch up like Lil Jordan did right there, you want to throw those things low away from coverage. Why do you want to throw it low? If you're running the back end line, you want to throw it high. Why is that?
Oh,
we talked about this the other day.
We did?
Wisdom on that already.
Yeah,
all
you
right.
throw it low and away in the front of the end zone.
Correct.
Because you don't want balls to get tipped.
You don't want tipped balls.
Okay, whereas you throw it high in the back, there's only one guy that's going to be able to catch it.
See, I coached him up.
Way to go.
Hey, our little JV guy. Aren't you proud of him?
Look at you. Our little guy's growing up.
Yeah, right
Normally
before your
just
eyes.
Goes in one big ear and out the other ear. Like he doesn't retain it.
Can I get a blue ribbon?
No.
Can I get a blue
You might
ribbon?
get a jersey. You might get a jersey to
Friday
wear.
jersey. Friday jersey.
That's fine. Just give me somebody decorate my locker, please. We're in the final week of our Denver Sports Equipment Drive, benefiting Recruiting Classroom. Our friends at the Blue Sports Stable in Superior are taking donations of gently used or new sports equipment. Most needed items include volleyballs, soccer balls, footballs, baseball bats. For drop-off locations and a full list of needed items, head to denversports.com/equipment. We got 4 Down Territory coming up. Joel Klatt will preview Joel Klatt visiting with us with some comments he made that are a little controversial about this upcoming college football playoff. That's all coming up next.
With his performance against the Packers, did Bo Nix officially silence his critics?
I saw the finishing touches of what I needed to see. It wasn't about one throw or one drive. It was the collective over the course of 60 minutes. The Denver Broncos have found their franchise quarterback.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What is happening, fellas? Stokley for my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. The holidays are here, and they're meant to be joyful. But if you're a man dealing with erectile dysfunction, the season of love and joy can be tough on you. I got good news for you. It doesn't have to be that way. My man Jeff and his team over at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, they can get you taken care of. They have treatments when the pills or the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rate well over 90%. Some treatments can have you last an hour or more. And they served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, and they have successfully treated tens of thousands of men. So call my friends at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today and give your partner the best gift this season, a renewed, restored relationship. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. They have 5 locations right here in Colorado to serve you. Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Toyotathon is on at Corwin Toyota. Save big when you lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for just $369 down and $369 a month, or drive off in a new 2025 RAV4 XLE for as little as $399 down and $399 a month. Unwrap your holiday savings during the Toyotathon sales event. Visit us off Pearl Parkway or shop online at CorwinToyotaBoulder.com. Corwin Toyota, family driven for over 100 years.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. Are your bills keeping you up at night? Imagine using your home equity for a financial reset that helps you to finally get ahead again. At Cake Mortgage, we get it. Life's expensive. Insurance, groceries, and high-interest credit card debt. That's why we created the Cake Fast Cash Home Equity Program. Turn your home into your ATM without touching your existing mortgage rate. Cake Fast Cash is fast. Many clients close in 2 weeks, so call Cake today and pay down high-interest cards, free up cash, or fund home upgrades, and you only pay for what you use. Cake Mortgage. Your fresh-baked fast cash loan is ready to enjoy. Call 720-850-0012. That's 720-850-0012. Or visit cakehome.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Man, I love seeing the old gang at these reunions.
Did you see Brian? He's in better shape than he was 25 years ago. How is that even possible?
Yep, I ran into him a few weeks ago and had to ask. He told me he started taking Nugenix Total T2.
The testosterone booster?
Yeah, but it's way more than that now. It also skyrockets your nitric oxide in as little as 3 hours. I started taking it right away, and I'm already seeing results.
I was wondering what you were doing. You seriously crushed me in that pickup game last week.
Yep, after 40, energy, strength, drive, it all starts going downhill. But with T2, I feel like my old self again. Stronger, leaner, and my energy is way up. My wife even noticed a difference. They're giving out complimentary bottles right now. Just send them a text.
Text CAR to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of new Nugenix Total T2. Text now and you'll also get a free bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator. That's CAR to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Listener appreciation.
Our RamosLaw.com texters always answer the bell.
Mentorship.
You can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. And words of wisdom.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
It's what you want from any team that you follow, you root for. You know, the idea that our team is peaking. Your team is peaking.
if not only peaking, but maybe they still have better football left in them. Well, Cortland Sutton is one that believes that not only is this team playing great football, but they love the routine, they love the grind.
There's a lot of work that goes into the prep, whether it's meetings, whether it's practice, whether it's recovery, getting guys' bodies back right for the upcoming game. And so, each time we're able to walk away with a W, we cherish it and we celebrate it, and then we move on and get ready for the next week.
Also helps that even in the midst of an 11-game winning streak, there are still those doubters out there, those skeptics, and Garrett Bowles says he doesn't care. Bring them on.
You know what? The only people that we respect are the people in this building. The love that we have for our city, the fans, this organization, our owners. Man, we're just full of dogs. George Payton and what he's done is created this team with SP. And just the love we have for one another, man. We believe in each other. If nobody else believes in us, it's all good, man. We believe in each other.
So they've won 11 in a row, Stoke. Best record in the AFC. Do you think their best football is still ahead of them? Do you think this team still has an extra gear or two to get to?
I think they can. I think offensively they can. I think they can still get better and improve there offensively. Defensively, I mean, they've been great. I mean, they've carried this football team for large parts of the season. But offensively, I still think there's room to improve, room to grow there, and I think that's what you're watching right now. I think you're watching this since that Raiders game over the last few weeks. This offense looked better and more competent, more explosive. We saw a couple weeks ago Bo just dissect the Raiders, short, underneath passes, and then you saw against the Packers a little bit more explosive offense, taking more chances, throwing the football down the field a little bit more. So I like seeing that, certainly, but I think offensively you still want them to continue to progress.
I think operationally, when you watch them on the offensive side of the ball, operationally, all the things that we complained about with all the different motions and shifts and personnel groupings and things that were a concern early, don't seem to be a concern anymore. Like they seem to be functioning, especially over the last 4 weeks or so, without.
Well, they did it wasn't very good last week. I mean, they burned the 3 timeouts and they had, 5 minutes left, Romo was saying? And he's like, this is not good. So it kind of took a little bit of a step back last week, and it seemed like it was all good, to your point, Mark, and then all of a sudden last week they regressed in that category. Bo wasn't happy during that one play where they had to burn a timeout early. So I don't know. I'm with you, though. It's better.
It's better from my biggest point about operationally is when they're functioning and they're much more efficient on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, the Raiders, 14-play drive, 14-play drive, 19-play drive, 10 minutes and change on that, and then some big drives last week against the Green Bay Packers, where it's not 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. What are we doing? There's been a lot better movement that way going back to the last several weeks. So I just feel like there was a method to the madness from Sean Payton and the way they operated this offense. And anyhow, but I'm with you, Stoke. I think there's still room to grow as an offense, and I think they've got a lot more confidence here recently in these last couple of weeks. So I think it's a really powerful place to be from.
Yeah, Stoke, you've been critical, really going back to the start of last year. Too many personnel groups and changes, and guys coming in, guys coming out. Have you, in watching and doing Telestrator Tuesday the last few weeks, focusing on the offense, has that gotten better? Because that's been theorized that there's a little bit less substituting, less constant changeover of personnel. Do you see it?
No, I'm not sure about that. I haven't, paid that much attention to because they're playing good football. They're having success and it's looking good. If you can go out there and execute, I don't have an issue with it. If you go out there and execute at a high level, get in and out of the huddle, have success. But if you're not having success doing it, and you're trying to, make a defense game plan for all these different personnel groups and all these different packages, it's if you can't go out there and execute, it's defeating its purpose. And you did see them regress last week when it comes to having to burn those timeouts. Why? Sean's got to get the plays in quicker, got to get in and out of the huddle quicker. So you shouldn't be seeing those things, this time of year. And that's concerning because that's the stuff that will beat you in the playoffs. Little things like that.
But there's no doubt that the offense, guys, has been more productive and more consistent. And I wonder, because when asked about all the personnel, groupings and everything, he insisted early in the season, look, I believe in this. It's worked for me in the past. The people I respect in this game, they believe in it as well. And so the message was kind of like, look, it may be a little bit ragged right now, but I promise you, if we keep doing it, it's going to start to really reap benefits. When we look at what we're seeing, can you start to see? I know it's a tough one, but can you start to see the strain it's putting on opposing defenses playing that way offensively and giving them so many different looks and so many different personnel packages and all that movement? Are you starting to see the benefits?
Well, what you see is when you see a big play, when you see something that's schemed up where a guy gets a wide open, touchdown or a wide open, explosive play. But just to the point, you're wondering if it's changed at all. 68 total plays last week, okay? Sutton had 60, 88%. Little Jordan Humphreys, 46 plays. That's 68%. Harvey, 46 plays. Troutman had 42 plays, 62% of the plays. Franklin had 34 plays, 50% of the plays. Atkins had 25 plays. Prentice had 17 plays. Ingram had 19 plays. Frank Crum had 12 plays. So to answer your question, yeah, they're still moving in and out of personnel groups. Yeah, they're still having a lot of different guys play. And
Michael Bandy's out there for 2 snaps. He gets a touchdown.
Yeah. So
Bandy.
Still not worthy of being in the club.
Thank God we got the little guy.
Yeah.
Still not worthy. Got a ways to go.
Yeah, not yet.
He's not in the group yet.
No.
Not quite in the group. So, yeah, they're using tons of different personnel and tons of different guys, and that's just what they're going to do.
You got to execute, though. If you're going to be doing those types of things, you got to know where you're lining up. You got to, for a guy like Bo, young quarterback, I think you saw it maybe be a little bit overwhelming at times, but now it seems like everything has slowed down. He's more comfortable in the offense, and he's playing great, and the guys around him are playing great also.
The other thing that has to happen in these situations is that when guys come off the football field, if somebody comes off the football field and is dinged, you've got, as a coaching staff, you have to be privy to that immediately. So all of a sudden you get a guy and you've got a package where, little Jordan Humphrey is a big part of this, zebra package, and all of a sudden he's got, he tweaked his ankle, he's getting his ankle spatted up. You got to know, hey, man, we can't get into that package. Or now it's Bandy, your turn. You've got to come up there. And so that communication on the sideline has got to be perfect, because if it's not, you can call, hey, zebra, and my guy's get his ankle taped, and you're Bandy, and you're like, well, I'm not part of the zebra package. No, we need you in there now. And so those are the things that happen on the sideline, too. So everybody's got to be really super tied together.
Yeah, they do a good job of that nowadays. You
Yeah.
know, they got these mouthpiece things that they're talking into the trainers, right on their shirt, where they're just like, blah, 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 blah. And so they're communicating there, and that always goes, up to the coaches, the receiver coach, and to obviously the head coach who's calling the plays. So, yeah, they got it pretty dialed in now, which is a good thing. And to Mark's point, yeah, because it is a lot. And you have a lot of changes going on. If someone gets dinged up or someone, is tired and comes off the field, then you're going to have an issue when you call that personnel group.
That's right. Wide receivers, sometimes they get tired.
Well, because they actually
– Tap the top of the helmet.
Well, they actually, because we actually run more than, 5 yards, right? So,
yeah, but are you in a – let's see if I get this right. Are you in a car crash on every snap?
That's right.
I don't know. I mean, I watch.
Let me check the bullet points here. Are you in a car crash every play?
I don't know, Mike. You watch those tackles. I watch Bolsey and I watch McGlinchey.
Mm-hmm.
They shuffle 2 steps back and they throw their hands, and then the guy kind of beats them, and Bo Nix gets rid of the ball, and it's like they did a great job. Like, no, you really didn't do anything, Wow. Now, guards are a little bit different. Like, that's a more physical in there. You're going against big, heavy guys that are, like, moving forward. but those tackles, I mean, that's patty cake out there. I mean, you tell me it's not patty cake in the passing game, and half the time they got someone coming to chip them. Troutman's always helping one of those guys out. He's always chip, boom, shoulder, or here comes R.J. Harvey, boom, shoulder to the ribs. I mean,
you know what? It gets even easier for him, especially for the tackles, is once you do have a quarterback that masters the pocket and knows how to step up and stuff, you don't even have to block him.
No.
All you have to do is just kind of ride him a little bit to the outside.
Just touch him.
Just kind of push him a little
around.
bit. Just kind of, you just kind of steer him a little bit to the outside, and they go right around the back of the pocket. Your quarterback steps up, and you get an A+ for that play.
A+, and you get paid, $30-40 million a year. I mean, it's insane.
Meanwhile, guys like me are just up kicking, taking the battle of those guys on the line of scrimmage, just
kicking,
stoning them,
stabbing.
Good for you, bud.
Spearing.
That's right.
It's different inside. I mean, am I wrong about the tackles?
You're not wrong at all. Plus, legitimately in today's game, we're all, the game has evolved and all this bull crap. You get like 12 legitimate opportunities to actually rush the passer because so much of the game is quick game.
RPOs, right? So, you fake the run, you're just throwing it really quickly.
Yeah,
right?
Everything is out of your hand. It's swing passes. It's bubble screens. Bubble screens are a one-step drop. Get it out. Go. There's a lot of that.
It's gotten so easy. If Zim was playing right now,
oh my God,
he wouldn't even have to ask Mark what was happening on every snap.
Yeah, it's just like,
that's right. He'd be just like, oh, I got my guy. What do I got to hold it for 1.26 seconds? Yeah. 1,000, and the play is over.
I got it. Next up, it's 4 down territory. Here we go.
It's time for 4 down territory, where Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth react to the latest action both on and off the gridiron. Kicking things off with first down.
Well, there's no doubt there is a new energy. There's new life. It's like the old days at Bronco games, new Mile High, whatever you want to call it. The juice is back, and Mike McGlinchey and the Broncos fans, they're feeling it.
Each week here at Mile High has just felt bigger and bigger and bigger, and our crowd has responded in such a cool way. I mean, it was deafeningly loud in the second half. I was trying to talk to Quinn, and we were sitting 2 feet from each other, and I had to scream at him to pick up his voice. So, I mean, all the respect in the world, and thank God there are fans because we love playing at Mile High, and hopefully we got a lot more games to go.
Absolutely. And, hey, it sucked around here for a long time, and it wasn't the fans' fault. It wasn't the fans' fault if there were 15,000 no-shows. They weren't bad fans if they were booing. You got to give them a product. It's up to you to give them a product to cheer for, and once you do that, then you unlock what this environment, this atmosphere, the altitude, the fans themselves helps turn it into best home field advantage in the NFL.
It's great home field advantage. And there is nothing like that when you're trying to sit on the sideline, talk to your teammate, and you're trying to go over something that you saw or something the defense was doing to you, and you're just screaming at the top of your lungs to have that.
That's cool.
It is. It's amazing. So it's a really tough environment, and I'm with McGlinchey, man. I think they got a lot of games left here.
Yeah, it's definitely a great home field advantage, and you have the altitude effect also. So, when you're playing at home, there's a lot of advantages, and certainly when the crowd is rocking, that's huge. That's huge for the defense. Makes the offense operate a little bit slower, and makes it a lot more difficult.
Yeah, kind of like with you guys in Indy when you were piping in the fake crowd noise.
Yeah,
helped add to the home field advantage.
What's wrong with that?
Hey.
I mean,
if you ain't cheating, you're not trying.
Some people deflate football. Some people film, things when they're told not to, and then some people just pipe in a little noise.
Well,
you couldn't tell the difference.
Can we turn down the volume? I'm trying to talk to Payton.
Second down.
Well, after Bo Nix's tremendous, maybe the best game of his career, performance Sunday, his teammates were just full of praise at what they're getting from their Q, including Adam Troutman.
I mean, he has every single trait imaginable. Super smart, super mobile, which is a huge part of his game that a lot of people I don't think really understand. But, I mean, you saw it all kind of come to fruition today, and hopefully, obviously, that stays. And he's progressed. He's been playing really, really well as of late. So he's been great, and we never have any type of confidence that wavers when he's in the huddle with us.
As somebody who, this is not a homer take, as somebody who watches a lot of football on Sunday, I'm on the red zone all day watching, football, scoring football, red zone football, right? Teams are in the red zone, they're doing things, they're scoring. I mean, Bo is just playing at an exceptionally high level right now. Easily playing among the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
These last several weeks, yeah. He's been super efficient and not taking sacks, not being not making mistakes. Now he had a couple throws that could have been picked off, but I'm telling you, man, he made some unbelievable. That one where he's scrambling out to the right, and it looks like he's going to scramble for maybe a yard or two gain, and kind of throws it past the back shoulder of the linebacker that was in his way and got it to, I think it was Franklin, who turned around and went down the sideline. Like, that was an exceptional play. And that just goes to show you, man, even when I break contain, even when I'm scrambling, I'm still trying to push the ball down the field, let my receivers do the work, and I'm only taking off and running if it's kind of my last resort. So you're keeping everything alive, not focusing on the rush, but focusing on a big play down the football field.
Yeah, I mean, the one to Bandy, same thing. He moves out to his left, and I think it was third down, and I'm sitting there, hey, just run it. Just get the first down. Just run it, and he probably could have. They had a defender there, but he probably could have, but he kept his eyes down the field and found Bandy. The play to Franklin was a great play. That was one of those fake bubble screens. Let's try to throw one deep, and nothing was open. He got out of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and guys just making plays. But you heard it from Troutman. I mean, it's what we've been talking about. He has been playing so much better here the last few weeks. We've seen it, and obviously those guys have seen it too.
Third down.
At ESPN.com, Ben Solak has a really good piece on some observations around the NFL, and he goes into a deep dive on the Broncos and some great numbers that stand out. We know this defense is great, and we know it's a historic defense compared to what we've watched over the years. But here's some stats to back it up. So I'll just read directly from his piece. Quote, of 320 team seasons over the past decade, the 2025 Broncos are 8th out of 320 in defensive success rate, 4th specifically against dropbacks. They'll give up a big play here and there because all the man coverage and blitzing, but a drop back against Denver is usually a bad play for the opponent. And the inverse is true of the running game, where the Broncos will surrender some ground but never allow explosive plays. Their 3.3% explosive run rate surrendered is the best number since the 2010 Steelers. So as he wrapped up, he said, if you want to attempt a big play against the Broncos, you're going to have to drop back. And if you want to drop back, the Broncos will eventually sack you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is one of those things where, hey, we'll give up a play every now and again. But the bottom line is you may get one on us, but we're going to get 3 on you. And that's kind of the way they it's not feast or famine. It's hey, for every one play you make, we're going to make 3 or 4. And, at the end of the day, we're just going to win because of those, because we're going to out-percentage you from the big play standpoint. We're going to get a sack. We're going to strip a fumble. We're going to create an interception, whatever it is.
Yeah, and I think they've done a good job of holding teams to field goals. We saw that twice early in the football game against the Packers. They might give up some yards, but they do a really good job of keeping teams out of the end zone, which, that's the key. I mean, teams are going to move the football. It's a offensive league. Things are set up for you to be successful. You got to try to find a way to make plays when they get down the red zone, and this defense has been great at doing that.
1, 2, 3. Fourth down.
Joel Klatt's going to be joining us in about 20 minutes, and Joel created some a stir when he was on a podcast this week, and he was talking about the makeup of the college football playoff and how, you've got things built in, so you get automatic qualifiers in there. You're going to get the James Madisons of the world, the Tulanes of the world, and Joel wants nothing to do with it. He said, quote, we don't want Cinderellas. We want the best teams playing each other at the end. The NCAA basketball tournament is a joke. It's the dumbest tournament and the least fair tournament in all of sports.
I don't know about that,
We'll
Joe.
definitely ask him about this coming up in a few. But, yeah, what's your reaction to that?
I don't know about it's the dumbest one. I mean, they have more teams, so you can do that. I don't think anyone ever says that, oh, my gosh, I can't believe this team was left out. They probably could go on a run here. Right? I don't think that's ever said in the basketball tournament because you got 64 plus other teams that are trying to play in. So I think it's much different, obviously, but you look at football, and, okay, I'm with him on that. I mean, do we really need to see Tulane and James Madison? I don't think so. Probably not.
Yeah.
Do we think one of those teams is going to go on a run and win it all? No chance of that. So would we rather see, Notre Dame? I think, all of us would rather probably see Notre Dame going up against someone than, the greeny weenies of Tulane.
Ooh, got a little personal shot in there.
I don't. It never goes away. It's in my blood.
Down there in Louisiana.
I hate the greeny weenies.
Greeny weenies.
I hate Louisiana Tech. But the Ruston. I mean, the first time I went there, they had the biggest dang crickets, loud, chirping, all over the place. Terrible place. Can't stand those places.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. You think about the greeny weenies. How many players from the greeny weenies? How many starters on offense and defense could flip over to Notre Dame and start for Notre Dame? One guy on each side of the ball, maybe?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
One greeny weenie on both sides?
One greeny weenie?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe come in there and get some playing time at Notre Dame. It just is like you're legitimately overmatched against those types.
What's
of
more
teams.
annoying when they get going? The crickets?
Who does the crickets?
Or the anchor?
Ooh. I don't think she's in the car right
What's
now.
the anchor?
You can answer through
the
anchor.
So the crickets or the anchor?
Speaking of the anchor.
Just go with the crickets. crickets.
Yeah, I mean.
Those crickets.
Oh,
crickets.
Gosh. They're so, yes, the crickets.
Ruston,
Why would you even ask me that?
The crickets in Ruston.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's obvious.
That's a thing, huh? The crickets in Ruston?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
It
known
was.
as a
It
big-
was. That was my first, we just drive up there. I was a ball boy to Ruston. Terrible place. Like a dry county, too. I mean, he's like, goodness. I mean, what are we living in the 60s here? I mean, come on.
Stoke wants to get his juice on in Ruston. Come on now. Let's go.
Terrible.
Joel will join us coming up in about 20 minutes. Mark, who has worked 3 Jacksonville games this year, will give us his early impressions of why the Jags now are suddenly, besides the Broncos, one of the hottest teams in the NFL. That's next.
Are the Denver Broncos looking down at the rest of the NFL?
This is the best team in football. There is no question. These guys are playing at an incredibly high level, and they are peaking at the right time.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. Hey, man, I'm telling you what, I made one of the best decisions of my life. I got rid of my glasses. They're a thing of the past. Don't need them anymore because I went to Cudarelli Vision, just had refractive lens exchange, and I can tell you firsthand, it's a game changer. My story, I wore glasses as a kid, and then I had LASIK surgery when I got into my 30s playing for the Broncos. It was awesome. Worked out exceptionally well. Well, when I hit my 50s, I started needing readers for everything. And the next thing you know, you always have them laying around the house, or you leave the house without them. You're trying to order off a menu. You can't read it. On it goes. Studying for football games, watching film, all those things. Always searching for my readers. Well, I don't need them anymore because I went to Cudarelli Vision, had RLE. It's a permanent solution to making sure you don't need those reading glasses ever again. And the cherry on top, you're never going to develop a cataract. Guys, check them out. That's right, Cudarelli Vision, RLE. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts ever. You can find more information online at ColoradoRLE.com. That's ColoradoRLE.com.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. That's Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
The Ford end-of-the-year savings event is happening now at Siltahar Motors. Get 0% financing for up to 60 months, 0 down payment, and no payments for 90 days on select models, including all remaining 2025 F-150s, America's and Denver's best-selling truck. Conveniently located at Highway 36 in Wadsworth, or shop their entire inventory with sale pricing at sthmotors.com. Happy holidays from Siltahar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
Hey, bro. Weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
Hey guys, feeling cooped up this winter? Mark Schlereth here. You know these Colorado nights can get freezing cold with your furnace running non-stop just to keep things cozy. But here's the thing. While your heating system is working overtime, it's also blowing dust, dirt, and debris through your air ducts and straight into the air you breathe. That's where Ductworks comes in. Your trusted air duct cleaning experts. Using a powerful combination of scraping and vacuuming technology, the Ductworks team clears out years of buildup, grime, and other gunk hiding in your ductwork. The results? Cleaner, fresher air, better energy efficiency, and a healthier home or office for you and your family. Don't wait until spring. Breathe easier now with top-rated service from Ductworks. Call them at 303-425-0985 or visit them online today at ductworks.com for a free residential or commercial estimate.
303-425-0985.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later on your timeline. No showings, no double moves. Plus, Orchard handles all home repairs for you, attracting buyers. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Visit Orchard.com for your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Get ready for every Broncos game with Super Bowl 50 champion Brandon Marshall as he joins the drive every Friday afternoon at 4:45 exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Thanks to Corwin Toyota Boulder. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. DenverSports.com and the Denver Sports app. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Self-defense lessons.
I tased him.
Taser always works.
That's right.
Southern charm.
Look at the boys.
With some classic impressions.
He put his pitchfork down, he grabbed his sledgehammer, and he said, "Hey, you want some of this?"
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Happy as a clown.
All right, good morning, everybody. Halfway through here on a Wednesday hump day. Having a lot of fun, as always, with you. Joel Klatt's going to be joining us coming up in just a few minutes for his weekly visit. We got Dan Orlowski coming up at 9:15. We got the kickoff to Jaguars week, a Jags team that has won 5 in a row and are quickly playing themselves into not the team you necessarily want to see wild card weekend come to your place. But, Mark Schlereth, you have called three Jacksonville Jaguar games this year.
Duval.
Nobody better equipped to tell us about this team coming to town on Sunday. So What are we in store for? Is this a trap game?
What do you mean by a trap? What does that mean?
Let me define that.
Okay.
So you got such a big win over Green Bay, and the whole home underdog thing, and winning a high-profile game like that. The same weekend the Chiefs get eliminated. All of that. You got Christmas week coming up. You players, you guys are such creatures of habit. To have a short week like this and it be Christmas week on top of that, that's kind of in the minds of some of these players. And meanwhile, you got a Jacksonville team that's a good team, but maybe potentially a team that you could have a letdown against. And is this the team you want to let down against, Mark Schlereth?
Well, certainly it's not a team you want to let down against. I don't believe they will. This is a really good football team. Really good football team. And the way they've been built by Liam Cohen, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to protect their quarterback that way. One of the things they did, they went out and got their center from Tampa because he was familiar with the system and all the calls. They got a backup quarterback in Nick Mullins that has been a part of that system, that knows that system because they ran that same system in Minnesota where he was a backup. So they try to surround their quarterback with guys who really understood the system, knew exactly how to make the calls and do all those things. And then they've leaned into an offensive line and a run game with Travis Etienne, who's a really good player. And then their front seven. I'm going to tell you, Walker off of one edge, Hines Allen off the other edge. They've got Armstead in the middle. Hamilton is a big-time run stopper. Aluakin is a big-time, linebacker, sideline to sideline, and Devin Lloyd has been phenomenal. So they went out and did a really good job in free agency of finding guys, bolstering their football team. They're a hard-nosed. They're not athletically going to run by you and do a lot of things, although Brian Thomas can run by you. But they're really going to try to grind out wins. They're going to run the ball, create their play-action stuff off of that. They're going to have some quarterback design things off of the zone read game, the QB draws. Trevor Lawrence, you got to understand, he's 6'5", 250, and he can run, man. He's a legit 4'6" flat guy. So he can run. He can put a lot of pressure on your defense. It's a really good football team coming to town.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about them overlooking them at all. Jags are rolling right now. They're playing great football. So, you just look up and say, Trevor Lawrence balled out last week against the Jets, 48 points, 36 the week before, whipped up on the Titans 25-3. A couple weeks before that, they whipped up on the Chargers 35-6. So, it's there. Maybe if Jacksonville was the Jacksonville of old, you might overlook them and have a letdown game, but not in this situation. You're playing for too much too, right? If the Broncos don't play well and they lose, it's not because they're overlooking Jacksonville, getting ready for Kansas City. I don't think that's the case at all. So they'll be prepared. They'll be ready to go. They're not going to take Jacksonville for granted. So I just think it's if they lose or they don't play well, it's just because they just didn't play well.
And by the way, Jacksonville doing all of this without getting much return at all on the mammoth Travis Hunter trade. Let's recap what they gave up to move up to get Travis Hunter. They gave up their number 5 pick this year, their 2025 second-round pick, their 2025 fourth-round pick, and their 2026 first-round pick to the Cleveland Browns, all to move up to get the second overall pick.
To go from 5 to 2.
To move from 5 to 2.
It's crazy.
Now, they got a fourth-round pick and a sixth-round pick in addition. But, basically they gave up all that to move up to number 2 to get Travis Hunter. Again, your experience calling the Jags, how would you define Travis Hunter's rookie season?
Probably, with him getting injured, it's a disappointment. I think it's what they were trying to do is a really difficult thing to do. And I know that, Travis is one of those dudes that has just unbelievable energy and has an ability to do a lot of multiple things. But it was really hard. I think it was really hard to try to divvy up the reps and figure out where you're going to use him and how you're going to use him. And I don't know, man. I don't know if this continues. I don't know if they decide to go a little bit more to the offensive side of the ball. I really don't know what they're going to do. They swear up and down. If you talk to their GM, James Gladstone, or even Tony Baselli, the president of football ops, he'll tell you, or they'll tell you, man, we think he's got the potential to be the best player in the National Football League. That's how much faith they have in Travis Hunter. And so, but I just, again, it's really hard, having played in the league and covered the league for a long time, it's really hard for me to think that you can do both efficiently and not get worn out trying to do both mentally and physically.
Yeah, I think, he only played 7 games, so it's incomplete. It's hard to evaluate him on just 7 games his rookie year. So, but I think probably if they had to do it all over again, they would have handled it differently.
They're saying they're going to continue to move forward with the idea that he's going to be a two-way player.
Right. Well, we'll see what it looks like, but it's not his rookie year anymore. I'm talking about his rookie year, right? You're trying to learn everything. This ain't intramurals. This ain't the Big 12, okay? This is the NFL. Mark, you crying. Mark's crying.
I got a little emotional.
Emotional right there. Right. This is the mules that get to you.
It got me a little emotional. Well, I was thinking about Mike and JV and all the intramurals he played. And
all
I'm
the participation ribbons he won.
And I just got a little got a little emotional.
I tried so hard despite my obvious deficiencies.
Yes.
I still kept
You
kept plugging away.
You just kept on. You're just the plucky little engine that could. And I just got a little bit emotional thinking about Mike's journey to being the number one sports talk show host in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah. I looked up and all of a sudden, Mark's face is kind of down and he's got the
I had to find a napkin.
Yeah, he's got the napkin and tears are just going down his face. I mean, it's wow, I didn't think what I said was that good, but I guess it might have been.
Yeah.
A little bit better than what I thought.
I've got what we call emotional incontinence, and there's certain things that just get me and get the tears flowing.
Yeah.
And I was just
that
thinking
was
about
one of them.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the journey.
Well, listen, no, but I want to finish Travis real quick. I just think that they probably would have handled it different. Your rookie year is tough. I mean, it's tough to figure it out, and you're playing against the best of the best. And all of a sudden, you're trying to split your time doing both things. I get it, you're a great athlete, but probably early on, hey, just stick with offense this first year, and let's just get you going offensively. And then, this next off season, you can start working your way to do a little bit more defense. They probably mishandled that. Did that lead to the injury or not? The wear and tear on him, and after a long season, then all you do is start training for the combine, and it's nonstop. And then now you're playing offense and defense. It certainly didn't help because he only got 7 games.
Stink, you got to appreciate my journey because not everybody is a natural like Joel Klatt, exceptional football player, exceptional baseball player, exceptional golfer, exceptional on TV, exceptional at Edward Forty Hands. I mean, not everybody can do it and make it look as easy as Joel Klatt does, who joins us now.
Presented by Groove Toyota.
You got to be ready for that stuff.
Well, dang.
Come on, you knew it was coming.
You got a little bagel bite in there.
I was listening to all the things that Joel was great at, and I got caught up in the moment. I just started snacking on my bagel.
Well, I could have.
I mean, let's not get carried away here. Undrafted free agent, never got a snap in the NFL. Failed minor league baseball player, barely hit above the Mendoza line. Lost 70-3 to Texas. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, maybe I am inflating it a little bit. But anyway, we were talking about this earlier. You made a quote. You were on a podcast this week talking about the makeup of the college football playoff. And you made this quote. I'm going to read this quote. But as I was reading it, I was thinking about the story you tell when you'd be at CU and you'd have a sleeve of golf balls and you'd walk up to a golfer and go, "Here you go. You're welcome." As I read this quote, we don't want Cinderellas. We want the best teams playing each other at the end. The NCAA basketball tournament is a joke. It's the dumbest tournament and the least fair tournament in all of sports. Care to elaborate?
I mean, I did preface it by saying it was the hottest of hottest takes, and I know that I would be in the minority, and I know that it's drawn a pretty swift and severe backlash, and something that you should probably know and already do about me, Mike. I don't care.
I know. That's why I love it.
Yeah, I mean the NCAA basketball tournament as a structure is there to achieve one thing and one thing only, and that's entertainment. And people shouldn't be confused with the fact that they love the entertainment value of the NCAA tournament, which I probably agree with, to the structure of how to crown a champion. Those are two different things, and it's a bad tournament in terms of stating the goal of trying to identify the best team. That was all I was trying to answer. And our conversation was about the group of five, and obviously two teams, JMU and Tulane, getting into this playoff. And per the current rules, good for them. You know, they qualified and made it into this college football playoff. My point was, I think it would be better for the sport overall if we had, you know, an actual football championship, if you will, a playoff, that had teams that were more similar competing for it, and then the other teams could compete on a more even playing field with their similar teams. I think that the group of five should play their own playoff, and I think that would be better for them, because what they're trying to do right now is a bit of a farce, right? Like, we're trying to say, like, oh yeah, you're the same as Ohio State. Well, no, you're not. Like, no, you're not. So it would be better for those teams and those fan bases to compete on a more even playing field and play their own playoff. Whereas incorporating them into this playoff is really only to avoid antitrust litigation. I mean, that's the honest truth. And, you know, people can't stand all of those things that I just said. And yet all of those things that I said are true. The NCAA basketball tournament is made up a very specific way, and people love that. And I'm not saying that you can't love it, but as a tournament and as a structure, it's not there to identify the best team. And that's all I was talking about. But of course, you get a headline here or there, a snippet here or there, and it sounds like, when I say, like, oh, the NCAA basketball tournament's a joke, and then everyone loses their mind, but they don't go back and listen to the actual entirety of the thought.
Joel, and I'm with you on that. What's next for college football? What do they need to fix? What do they need to change? We talked about the portal. Gosh. We talked about give me a couple that on the top of your list. We talked about the portal last year, right? You know how they needed to move it back.
Things. There's Stoke. It's a good question. There's two things, and in order to I think that they are, like, let's put it this way. They are prerequisites in order to fix other things in the future. So I think that college football and the problems in college football, first of all, let me start with this. I think college football is incredible right now. I don't think the product has ever been better, to be quite honest with you. Now, having said that, you know, there are some clear issues. I think that they are like dominoes, that you have to line up, and then you need to knock down the first couple in order to knock down the rest of the row of dominoes. If you just go to the middle of the row and knock that one down, well, you're going to leave a bunch of them stood up before it. So I think that the first things that need to be attacked and or fixed is number one, a more powerful, overarching governing body that looks after the entirety of the sport. Now, I think that we already have that. I just think that the entity has not taken the power that I think is rightfully kind of under their purview, which is the CFP. I think that the CFP should be the governing body over college football. Now, whether they do that or not, the next thing that has to happen in intercollegiate athletics, so this is not just football, but intercollegiate athletics, is that one of two things needed to happen is that we either needed antitrust protection via federal legislation in order to enforce rules that would keep us out of the courtroom so that players couldn't just take you to the courtroom and say, like, oh, you can't limit my access, you can't limit my monetization, you can't limit my agency as far as movement. So we either needed some sort of federal legislation, or we need to categorize players as employees and then collectively bargain with those employees in order to get a CBA. Once you have a CBA, as you guys know, being from the NFLPA, Now you can negotiate the parameters and the rules with which you're going to operate. Well, federal legislation is not going to happen, all right? Certainly not in this climate. So, Stoke, you have to collectively bargain with the players, and it's getting the old guard to come to the realization that these players are employees, that we need to categorize them as employees so that we can negotiate with them and we can not only limit their movement, but limit coaches' movements in terms of the calendar. And we can do all sorts of things that put parameters and guardrails on the structure of the sport that would make it better for the players, it would make it better for the programs, and thus making it better for fans. And, for a quick example, we could fix the calendar. Right now in college football, we are roster building while we're competing. Well, that's stupid. We all know it is. In the NFL, imagine if a week from now, like on December 23rd, all of a sudden we were like, hey, guys, we're going to have the draft. Just real quick before that Kansas City game, guys, don't worry. Let's just have the draft. Well, that's what early signing day is, right before conference championship game weekend. So a long answer to tell you, that there's a lot to fix, but you can fix it with a collectively bargained agreement.
All right, Joel, I want to move on to the Broncos because
you're like, let's move on.
Yeah,
That's
because
terrible.
I was like, okay, college boy, that was a really big answer.
Glazing over. Oh.
Bo Nix, I'm telling you, the last 4 weeks, that probably the best football he has played since being a Bronco. What have you seen? What has changed? And why has he been so darn efficient?
I think I think that there are moments, and I'm sure you guys could point to them in your career, where something clicks, and that the confidence that you play with just changes. And guys, I honestly believe that if you really look at this and you try to pull yourself back away from the season, and you're not looking at it as just individual weeks. Can we go back to mid-October and that comeback against the New York Giants and what happened in that fourth quarter? Don't you feel like now, in hindsight, Bo Nix has been a totally different player after that game against the Giants? Now, granted, was he great against Vegas? No. But that was one game that wasn't terrific. He goes to Houston, plays against a really good defense. They get the win. He's got to play out of his mind, throw for, 320 against Washington in overtime, gets the win. And then I thought he was terrific last week. And one of the things that I appreciate and really love about his play, and he reminds me of Fernando Mendoza in this kind of respect, is that he plays his best when his best is needed. Guys, that's a trait that we all die for as fans. Don't we want that? We don't want – I know this sounds like a knock, but whatever. You guys know. Like, you're welcome. We don't want Troy Tulowitzki anymore hitting home runs down 8-3, right? Like, we want guys that are going to come up clutch when their best is needed. I feel like that's Bo. He plays really solid football in some of the most important drives of the game. It doesn't mean he's without mistake. It doesn't mean that he's without criticism. And sure, there's things that you can talk about in his game. But, man, tell you, that fourth quarter against the Giants, I think it changed something about the way that he plays, carries himself, and certainly his confidence level. And I'm more confident in the Broncos now than I really ever have. Well, not ever, but ever have been in this recent vintage under Nix. This is a really good football team. And I think that it's almost certain that Denver and Buffalo, if they're on the opposite side of the AFC bracket, will wind up playing each other in the AFC Championship game.
Visiting with Joel Klatt. I always love your QB on QB perspective, and another change here with Bo. He went into the game against the Packers, one of the worst quarterbacks, certainly below average in the NFL, going up against zone defenses. And clearly the Packers were aware of this because Bo faced zone coverage against the Packers on 90% of his dropbacks. Didn't work. His numbers, 21 of 30 for 267 yards, 4 touchdowns. When it comes to being a good quarterback and part of that evolution as a young quarterback, what does it take to all of a sudden be able to figure out what teams are doing against you with a zone defense?
Well, the first thing is that I think that there are many more ways to disguise zone versus man. There's more tells with man. Stoke, you know this as a wide receiver, right? Like leverage gives man away. You can do things with the formation. Personnel gives man away. Whereas zone, it's much more difficult to, I think, diagnose and recognize which zone you're in, and in particular in the NFL. And I think that there's a lot more hybrid style coverages being played now than there ever has been, where you've got like one section of the field that is somewhat of a man bracket, and then you've got zone everywhere else. But it's difficult. And, there's so many different variations. You've got 2, you've got 3, you've got 6, you've got 8. Then there's all sorts of these little different variations of all of those coverages with sky and cloud and the way that they roll into them. So the first thing is, I think it takes a lot of experience to get good at seeing the zones, in particular in the National Football League. Then you have to understand that you have to operate differently as a quarterback. So if you're going to run a concept, let's just say we're going to run, Z drive, right? And I always bring up Z drive. It can be anything. It can be, it can be Z curl. It can be all go. It can be all go special. It can be a lot of different things. Every concept has 2 different rules for man and for zone. If you're going to run the concept against man coverage, you're going to read the progression. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, exactly how everyone always says, oh, he got through his progression there. But here's the thing. When it comes to zone coverage, there's really not a progression. Now, there's a guy that you're going to start with, but what you always start with is what's called a zone movement key. So you've got to locate where the zone is, which coverage it is, and then let's just say it's Z drive. Well, now we're going to read the play side hook curl defender. And that play side hook curl defender, you're going to try to make him wrong by creating a spacing that puts him in conflict. Okay, so your number 1 and number 2 wide receiver are going to try to put him in conflict, whether it's a high to low read or a side to side read, whatever it's going to be. You're going to put him in conflict, and then your check down is going to be somewhere else that tries to locate or puts the conflict on the next closest defender. Then you've got alerts, because certain coverages, you want to alert, on drive, you got a post route. Well, if it's some sort of quarters, even if it's quarters on one half of the field versus other, then you're going to start with the alert and then you're going to come down. So there's a lot more moving parts when it comes to zone defense. You've got to understand what you're looking at, and then you've got to locate that defender that you're trying to put in conflict. And I think it just takes reps, in particular at the NFL level, when the disguises are so much more elaborate, they're so much better, and almost assuredly you're going to get something different pre-snap than what you're getting post-snap. So we're looking at the maturation of a young quarterback that's learning the game right before our eyes. And that's why Mike Shanahan used to say all the time, it takes a quarterback 3 years to really understand what he's doing in the National Football League, because you not only have to learn your system and your offense, but how to utilize your system and your offense against the defenses that you're seeing. And I've always thought that zone defense was a lot harder once you got up there in levels, and in particular in the NFL.
Joe, I got to get your thoughts on the Michigan situation. I know you called, a few of their games this year. What are your thoughts on that situation at Michigan? And it seemed like there was people that, it wasn't like a secret. It was kind of out there, and just overall thoughts there.
Well, I think the first thing that I would say is, just from a human perspective, it makes me really sad. It makes me sad for the players who clearly, you commit to a guy and you look up to a guy. In a lot of cases in college football, these coaches become like father figures to a lot of these players. And so, there's a lot of people that are hurting, whether it's players, all these assistant coaches, their families are affected. Obviously, Sharon Moore's family is devastated now and broken in a lot of ways. So all the people on the periphery of these horrendous decisions that were made, I feel bad for those people. And just from a human standpoint, from a Michigan standpoint, it puts them in a really tough position, because they're at the tail end now of the hiring cycle, where most coaches who are attractive to a program like Michigan have signed extensions and they're committed, or they've gotten other jobs. Like, for instance, I think a no-brainer for Michigan would have been a guy like Matt Campbell at Iowa State. But the week prior, he decided to go and get hired at Penn State. So now he's off the table. A guy like Pat Fitzgerald, who's now back into college football, he's at Michigan State. So all these guys have gotten jobs, and now they've got to convince somebody to leave, a really established program. I think they're going to continue to look at a guy like Kalen DeBoer, maybe Jeff Brom at Louisville. I think Jeff Brom is a guy that's certainly in play, but it's not a great situation for them to be hiring this late in the cycle. That's certainly a problem. And now they're starting to, do their own query into their own practices and culture within the athletic department. So then you start to ask the question, well, are the people in the athletic department going to survive all of this? And if they don't, would a coach want to come and be hired by someone that he's not going to eventually work for? So right now it's a bit of a mess. I feel really bad for the humans involved. And it just goes to show you, make better decisions, guys, especially men out there. Make better decisions because your decisions have consequences, and those consequences, there's a pretty large fallout to poor decisions.
We got to get out of here, but I need a one-word, one-team answer. We're going to see the start of the playoff this weekend. Give me one team seeded 5 through 12 that you think has the potential to make it to the championship game.
5 through 12?
5 through 12. Oregon. Okay. Thank you very much, Joel.
All right, guys. Have a great day. Great chatting with you.
Joel Klatt. There he goes.
Presented by Groove Toyota. From tailgates to touchdowns, Groove Toyota has you covered.
Coming up, I got to share with everybody what was going on here in this studio while Joel was doing his master breakdown of zone defenses. That's next.
Still don't believe in the Denver Broncos? Mike Evans has a message for you.
If you're a Bo Cynic or if you're a Sean Cynic, get on board. Get on board the train because it's leaving. We're not even through year 2. Buckle up because this is going to be fun.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, Stoke here for my friends at Trajan Wealth. It's one thing to save for retirement, it's another to feel ready for. Trajan Wealth helped me build a real plan with less guesswork and more confidence. They explained everything, gave me options, and never tried to sell me something I didn't need. That's why I'm a client now, and I couldn't be happier. If you're ever wondered, hey, am I missing something here? Get a second opinion from my friends at Trajan Wealth. Their fiduciary advisors will put your goals first and help you feel truly prepared. Call Trajan Wealth today and take the stress off your shoulders. 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100, or you can find them online at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. They have offices located in Broomfield, Greenwood Village, and Loveland. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client, paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
As the year winds down, Groove Toyota is helping you gear up for the road ahead. And right now, Groove Toyota has stocked over 35 used vehicles under $10,000. Great picks, great value, and perfect for Colorado drivers who want more without overspending. And with Toyotathon in full swing, it's the easiest time of the year to upgrade your lineup with a pre-owned Toyota or another solid used option before the year closes out. Finish the year strong with Groove Toyota.
On Broadway at Inglewood or online at GrooveToyota.com.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
Want to look 10 years younger and lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds before spring? Then it's time for Soda Weight Loss. Soda Weight Loss works without drugs or crazy side effects. In fact, our disclaimer would sound like this.
Side effects of soda weight loss may include looking better than you did in high school. Friends asking, okay, seriously, what are you doing? Long-term confidence, increased energy, the urge to take more photos because you actually like what you see.
I'd been wanting to lose weight and I tried on my own. I'd been seeing things for soda and I was like, okay, I gotta go see what it's all about. It's a great idea, it's a great experience, and I couldn't be happier, honestly, with the results.
You do not have to use weight loss drugs to lose weight and enjoy a healthier, I look 10 years younger version of you. With Soda Weight Loss, you get round-the-clock access to your own personal nutritionist, and right now, when you join Soda Weight Loss, your partner joins for free. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
Men, it's the holidays, the season of all kinds of hustle and bustle. But if your energy is down, if you aren't sleeping well, if your sex drive is MIA, and you just don't feel like the guy you once were, maybe it's tough to get excited for all the holiday cheer. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if this sounds like you may have low testosterone. And if so, this is the season for you to get treated. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating low T. If you're like most guys, you'll feel the change in just a few weeks. And truly, the results can be life-changing. You'll have improved mental clarity, your energy will kick up, your workouts will be better, your sleep patterns will improve, and your sex drive will likely heat up as well. So call us and don't go through another season with low T. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. That's RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, CSU women's basketball faces Nevada with pregame starting at 7.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
Delusional confidence.
I'm tougher than Mark.
Strong detective work.
Something was way off with him, like some kind of bad gummy bear or something. I don't know. It was just
Gummy bear.
And personal hygiene.
Holy Moses. You guys excited about showering?
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
We got Dan Orlovsky joining us in about 45 minutes. Just got done talking with Joel Klatt. And during that master class that he put on, talking about Bo Nix improving as a quarterback against the zone defenses that teams like Green Bay played 90% of the time against him last week, and all the challenges. This is why when Joel talks, the ladies in Fort Collins swoon. And it's not just the ladies in Fort Collins. My goodness, Stoke. Did you notice the big fella over to my right here? Man, he was head down, scribbling, feverishly taking notes. I mean, I could just imagine that sheet is just full of Z drive and sky and cloud and zone movement keys. Let me tell you something. For the 2% of the audience, national audience that's going to get his game this week, they're in for a treat.
That's right. We talking about the Z drive and the sky coverage.
It'll only be a small region, but man, they're gonna get some good stuff.
I don't know, man. It may be big.
Who you got again?
Tampa, Carolina for first
You
place.
got Tampa, Carolina this week?
Yeah, first place in the. They're both 7-7. First place in the division. This is for the division title. They played 2 games in the last 3 weeks against each other.
All right.
Yeah.
Put a little bit more respect on your name. I
throw
apologize
a little
for
more
that.
respect. So when I say Z Drive, you know what? You better recognize.
Yeah.
6% of the country is going to be all over that.
Exactly. 7-7 Tampa, 7-7 Carolina.
Death match.
Boy, that's got you written all over it. So what did you guys make of that whole? I found it fascinating because I guess, to you, Mark, have always said teams like to play zone against young quarterbacks because they want them to force to have to play quarterback.
Right.
And that's a great description. I guess I didn't realize it was that complex, the challenges that a young quarterback faces when going up against zone defenses.
Well, obviously Joel, the way he speaks about it, like it's, there's a lot that goes into the thought process of playing quarterback and playing against a zone. But the bottom line is, you've got to find the spots in that zone. And as he mentioned, the movement keys and the one guy that you're putting in conflict. So, normally if you're in like some people call it doubles, dice, whatever, 2x2 formations, you're running a 2-man route on that. You might have a back leaking out of the backfield on that side. But you're usually doing some type of high-low concept, and you're looking at one dude. And then when you can simplify it to that point where it's like, hey, man, if this dude plays high, throw it low. If he plays low, throw it high. Like, then it's not nearly as difficult, but you've got to be able to read all that stuff, and you've got to be able to go through that stuff. And like I said, you've got to be able to throw the ball before the receiver is looking at you. And so that takes trust not only in that receiver, but in yourself that you're reading it properly. And so that's what defensive coordinators, I've talked to several, just like doing the Cleveland Browns game and talking to different coordinators around the league. Hey, man, if I'm playing against a rookie quarterback like Shador, I'm not giving him any man-to-man. I'm making that dude read coverage, go through progressions, and find the right guy to throw it to. I want to make him play quarterback.
Yeah, I think it's, obviously probably more difficult to go up against zone defenses than man for young quarterbacks. But you see Bo getting better and better. I mean, that comes with reps. That comes with seeing these coverages and knowing where you want to go with the football and being more comfortable with, what you're seeing out there. And that's a lot of the times that's why young quarterbacks struggle. I mean, they haven't seen this stuff, and it's a lot quicker, and you got to process quicker, and so it takes time. But I think now you're seeing things start to slow down for Bo.
Yeah, and understanding that, I would think a team playing zone defense against a young quarterback, they would love the idea of him, wanting to take deeper shots down the field or holding on to the ball more, waiting for that deeper shot to come open, and then feeling pressure that is there or feeling pressure that isn't there and running away from it. It just seems like over these last 4 weeks, Bo has come to understand the beauty of just a 6-7 yard completion over the middle of the field.
I can't tell you how valuable it is to be able to understand where a dude is going and throwing it into a spot, into a hole in that zone, and the receiver coming out of his break and the ball being right on his hands. Because then it becomes you can't defend it. But when you're holding on to the ball and you're waiting because you're not quite sure and you're waiting, well, you've got a bunch of eyeballs on you because everybody's sitting there looking, through their zone to the quarterback, and they're looking for trigger, like they're looking for tells, like, hey, man, pat the ball once, here I come, now I'm breaking on the ball because I know where it's going. I understand what the concept is, too.
Hey, we're in the final week. It's been awesome, but still another week to go for you to be part of our Denver Sports Equipment Drive, benefiting Recruiting Classroom. Our friends at the Blue Sports Stable in Superior, they're taking donations of gently used or new sports equipment. Most needed items now include volleyballs, soccer balls, footballs, and baseball bats. For drop-off locations and a full list of needed items, head to denversports.com/equipment. Riley Moss with a very strong message about that latest bogus pass interference call he got the other day. That's next.
With his performance against the Packers, did Bo Nix officially silence his critics?
I saw the finishing touches of what I needed to see. It wasn't about one throw or one drive. It was the collective over the course of 60 minutes. The Denver Broncos have found their franchise quarterback.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, your boy Stink here from my buddy Troy Hansford. If you're thinking about selling your house in this market, man, it has gone crazy. Went from one of the hottest it's ever been to prices declining, cooling down. And that's something people haven't seen here in a long time. But if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now's the time to sell it. Still get top dollar from my buddy Troy. Believe it or not, he's still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if you can't sell your house at your price on your timeline, he's going to cut you a check that you guys agree upon for $5,000. Come on, nobody else makes that offer. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a bunch of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families that are approved and ready to buy. If you have a house to sell, Troy probably has a perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up that phone and to dial him up at 720-900-4433. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy will buy your house all cash and he can close in as little as 7 days. Call Troy. Get your home sold for the most money. 720-900-4433. That's 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Well, then pick up the phone and call my buddy Troy. 720-900-4433.
This is Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Hall of Famer, wishing you happy holidays from my friends at Colorado Credit Union. The holidays are all about family, giving, and looking ahead to a great new year. And just like a great team, Colorado Credit Union is here to support you, whether it's saving for holiday gifts, planning for the future, or just making life a little easier. From everyone at Colorado Credit Union, season's greetings and have a happy and healthy 2026. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26, new customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. That's Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. 6th Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Brandon Stokley from my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. They conduct over 150 auctions every year, selling tens of thousands of items at the price you set. Auctions are held regularly for Colorado government agencies, and they always have big-ticket items at great prices. That's why I love Roller Auction. And almost all bidding is conducted online in real time, and it's open to the public. Anyone can participate. Check back regularly. New auctions are added weekly. Be the first to know about new auctions available for bidding when you sign up for email notifications. Go to rollerauction.com/thefan.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. These days, we expect everything fast. Streaming, food delivery, even same-day shipping. So why should using the equity in your home to get cash be any different? At Cake Mortgage, we get fast. We just got a client approved for $300,000 in under 24 hours with our Cake Fast Cash program. If you're struggling with high-interest debt, roll it into one low monthly payment and save hundreds or more each month. The best part? You'll keep your current mortgage rate and only pay for what you use. Cake Mortgage. Your fresh-baked fast cash loan is ready to enjoy. So don't wait. Call 720-850-0012. That's 720-850-0012. Or visit cakehome.com. For thousands of 5-star reviews.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Food critiques.
I love chicken. I hate chicken salad.
What?
If you put chicken salad in front of me, I'd gag.
Hard-hitting analysis.
I took an Ambien on accident before practice, and that's what he looked like out there.
And some constructive criticism.
Reminded me of the show that Mike had yesterday. Just a little off, not completely there. You were like, Mike, are you going to take control of this show? Like, how many times did you say that yesterday?
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Apparently, Zach Pies promo that's running is triggering a few people.
What does it say?
Got this one. So he said that in the promo, he said, I've seen enough. Bo Nix is a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, he basically said, now I've got confirmation. My eyes have taken in enough information to know that now Bo Nix is officially.
He can't be that guy.
No,
he's officially that guy now.
He's that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you
can
calm down now, Zach.
He had enough reps in
His
camp.
ceiling is established.
No.
Everything is good now.
Yeah,
It's impossible.
But this texter says on the RamosLaw.com text line, hello, Zach. This is Tom from Denver. I got news for you, sir. Bo's not a franchise quarterback till he gets paid. That's what determines whether or not he's a franchise quarterback. Okay. So Tua Tagovailoa is a franchise quarterback. Kyler Murray is a franchise quarterback.
Both those guys, they're going to move off of both those guys.
They got paid.
Yeah, and they're both going to be no longer quarterbacking those teams, right?
I think he's a bum.
So no,
I think the news was that Tua's probably not going to start this week.
Boy, they got a lot of guaranteed money in him next year, even more than they had in Russ. A lot of guarantee. It would blow away. The dead cap hit for Tua would blow away what the Broncos did for.
Really? Blow it away?
It would be.
I mean, the Broncos had 80-something million.
The number I saw was 124.
Really?
I could be wrong, but
yeah, you could be.
I could be.
We have. We're all very well aware of
WNBA
here.
had a 24 million people watching.
Unbelievable! Shattered the all-time record. Oh,
Yeah.
it was only 2 million.
Yeah.
What did he say yesterday? He wasn't quite sure of, and he got wrong.
Yeah.
Something yesterday.
Yeah.
I called him out on it. It was
Right.
like, eh.
Right.
All right, here we go. What are you seeing, Evans?
All right, so the Broncos.
Evans.
Broncos was 87 with Russ.
Uh-huh.
If they, it would be a $99 million dead cap hit. So from 87 to 99.
Going from 124 to 97.
Not as
See
much
how that
as,
dropped? Just a little bit of a difference
not
there.
as much as 124.
I'm glad you don't work in like banking or something.
This is why he's so good
Numbers.
on the podcast.
Right.
Why he's so good on the podcast, because he'll just throw stuff out there.
Yeah.
He'll just throw it out there.
And just, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
It's like, it's kind of like horseshoes and hand grenades. You just got to be close.
Got to be close.
Just got to be close.
You scored.
It's the score,
You
right?
just scored.
I scored.
You scored.
I scored.
You were right. It's a lot of money.
I mean,
You are technically correct.
Technically-
The best kind of correct.
Right. Technically, I scored. It is more than Russ. It's 99, but not quite
124.
124.
Yeah, you're only 25 million off.
Yeah, well.
But which is,
It's still-
in today's, that's couch cushion
Come
money.
on now. Come on.
25 million.
Anyway, anywho. But no, what is your definition of a franchise quarterback?
Oh, I think there's a lot of different factors there, but obviously a guy that you can rely on week in and week out, a guy that can win you football games, a guy that elevates everyone else around him. You look at the great quarterbacks. I mean, to me, that's okay. That's a franchise quarterback. He's making that guy a lot better.
But does he have to have certain, let's say, pelts on the wall for him to be a franchise quarterback?
Like what? Like a Super Bowl appearance, a
like
Super
a Super
Bowl win,
like
a
an
Pro
AFC
Bowls,
championship, like playoff appearances, a winning record. What is
I mean,
it?
not really, because you could be Lamar Jackson and be the franchise quarterback, and you still have never been to an AFC championship game, right? But you're still a franchise quarterback. You're still a really good quarterback. At the end of his career, we'll look back and say, okay, well, he, underachieved or whatever the case may be. But the Ravens, he is still their franchise quarterback. So I don't need that to say Bo Nix is going to be our franchise quarterback or is our franchise quarterback. I just need to see a quarterback that can go out there and win you football games consistently and elevate the guys around him.
I love the elevate the guys around you.
By the way, Lamar
aspect.
has been to an AFC championship.
Oh, he's been to one?
Last year.
My bad.
Sorry.
I'll take that L.
2023, excuse me. 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
6-1 have that number.
Oh, really?
No.
I love the definition of elevating those around you. I think that's important. Winning games like in a myriad of different ways. Like, what do we need from you today for us to be able to win? Sometimes that's just managing the game. Sometimes that's making critical plays in critical moments. You know, it's like, what do we need? Like, you don't have to be Superman every game. But when you're required to be Superman, you got to sometimes be Superman. And Bo is proven to be able to do that in that Giants game and that comeback, in that Philadelphia game comeback. Last week, playing from behind and playing some of his best football against Green Bay and bringing them back from a double-digit deficit. Like, those things are important. Those are the qualities that make you a franchise quarterback.
See, I guess I got to put a little bit more on it for you to be a franchise quarterback for me. You can be a good starting established quarterback in this league. You can win more than you lose, and you can be the kind of quarterback that nobody really is clamoring for your team to go out and replace. Okay, that to me is a good starting quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. Okay. To me, a franchise quarterback is you do all of that, you're all of that, but you're the quarterback of a team that is consistently going to the playoffs and winning your fair share of playoff games. That to me is a franchise. If I'm going to say you're a franchise quarterback, there's got to be an element of, okay, you take your team to that next level.
So Phillip Rivers was never a franchise quarterback for you.
They went to the playoffs a lot, didn't they? I mean, if they didn't go to the playoffs a lot while he was there, but I recall that he went to an AFC Championship game. No, he was a franchise quarterback.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I just think, there's a difference between being a franchise quarterback, a guy that they're not trying to replace, and then being an elite, right.
That's the next level above franchise.
Okay.
Then you're elite. Now you're starting to talk about the guys that we all agree it should be a small pool. I think we throw around elite way too often. So I think make elite for the truly best of the best. Then you have franchise. And then you have good established quarterbacks. I think Bo has played himself into my definition of franchise.
Is Bo Nix, in your mind, elevated himself into a top 10 quarterback?
No, not yet.
But is he between 10 and 15?
Yes. I'm not a believer.
Right.
Where would you put him?
Yeah, I'd probably in that. I mean, it'd be interesting to go through the quarterbacks and kind of see where he's
at.
The
Bo Nix that I've seen over the last 4 weeks compared to the rest of the NFL
might be a top 10.
It's definitely a top 10. Definitely a top 10.
All right.
Dan Orlovsky joins us in 20 minutes.
Are the Denver Broncos looking down at the rest of the NFL?
This is the best team in football. There is no question. These guys are playing at an incredibly high level, and they are peaking at the right time.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, for years I've been telling you at Siltar Motors, you get everything you want out of a dealership. That's especially true this month. It's the Ford end-of-the-year savings event, and it's happening right now at Siltar Motors in Broomfield. 0% financing for up to 60 months, 0 down payment, and no payments for 90 days on select models, including all remaining 2025 F-150s, America's best-selling truck, and Denver's favorite. Siltar is actually 5 big dealerships in one: Ford, Lincoln, Volvo, Mazda, and Maserati. Huge inventory. It's why they're so confident they have the car, truck, SUV, or electric vehicle you're looking for. Their service team is on site with Quick Lane for fast maintenance, and they stand behind every vehicle they sell. All this, and you can do all your car shopping and more right on their website at sthmotors.com. Siltar, locally owned and operated since 1960, 65 years of doing business the right way. It's the Ford end-of-year savings event at Siltar Motors, sthmotors.com, and conveniently located at Highway 36 in Wadsworth. Siltar Motors, get everything you want out of a dealership.
So Pure Talk just had their best year ever and asked me if I'd like to thank their customers on their behalf for being so awesome. I said sure. It's important to say thanks, especially this time of year, which is why, as one of their many satisfied customers, I should probably thank Pure Talk first. for keeping their customer service in this country and for providing hundreds of American jobs. I appreciate that. I also appreciate their Roundup program, which makes it easy to support America's Warrior Partnership and join the fight against veteran suicide. And I love that Pure Talk donated 1,000 hand-sewn Made in America flags to veterans around Independence Day. And of course, I really appreciate their generous support of my own foundation, MicroWorks, and their commitment to help us train the next generation of skilled workers. Having said all that, it's now my pleasure, on behalf of everyone at Pure Talk, to thank you sincerely for choosing to do business with an American wireless company that actually stands for something. And one more thing. Merry Christmas.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. Guys, I made one of the great decisions of my life. I went to Cudarelli Vision, had refractive lens exchange, and it is a game changer. Got rid of my readers. Don't need them anymore. Hey man, this is awesome. I went through as a kid wearing glasses. Then I went in and had LASIK surgery in my 30s. That was awesome for several years. But when I hit my 50s, man, I started needing those readers for everything I was doing. And I never had them on me when I needed them. You know, out at restaurants, the menu, it's kind of dark. I can't read it. Oh, I'm watching film. My eyes are tired. It's a little bit blurry. Got to find my readers. I'm writing down notes for the game I'm going to call. And then I'm watching the field. And I've got my readers just down on the very tip of my nose because I got to see it to see my charts. But on the field, I can't have them on. Hey, listen, went to Cudarelli Vision, game changer, RLE, no glasses, no readers, no contacts, no cataracts ever. They're Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. You can trust them to tell you when the right time is for you for RLE. Check them out at ColoradoRLE.com. That's ColoradoRLE.com.
Men, it's the holidays, a time of love and joy. But if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, the season can be tough on you. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you and your partner are experiencing struggles because of ED, change it up this year. Give the best gift you can give to the one you love by treating your ED and restoring your relationship. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED, and as a Promedic restorative health practice, we've literally seen countless thousands of relationships renewed across the nation. Plus, with treatments having success rates well over 90%, coupled with many treatment options, we can likely find the right one for you. You may even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us and give your partner the best gift you can give this season, a renewed, restored relationship. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity. What if more reliable didn't mean more expensive? With Xfinity, you can get reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi for less. We're talking intelligent gig speed Wi-Fi for $50 a month. This holiday season through January 4th, Xfinity is offering their best price on gig speed Wi-Fi, guaranteed for 5 years. No contracts, no strings attached. You could save $3,000 over Verizon and AT&T. Imagine getting super fast Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years. Get everything you need from Xfinity, their best Wi-Fi equipment, and even unlimited data, all included at their best price. Get ready to be wowed by your Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto-paid with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary. Savings based on promo and post-promo prices for 1 gig internet, 1 unlimited line, and Peacock Premium versus Verizon 1 gig internet and AT&T 1000 internet and 1 unlimited starter SL line.
Need a plumber? Euro Plumbing has the lowest prices in town. Rock bottom prices on whole house repipes, sewer line repairs, even water heaters. 720-500-3000.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver.
You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, CSU women's basketball faces Nevada with pregame starting at 7.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WisteraCU.com.
passive aggression.
Oh, Mark. Sweet, naive, childlike Mark.
Culinary techniques.
So you got the crawfish, you got the tail, you pinch, twist, and some people like to slurp it. You're a slurper.
And backhanded apologies.
You know what? I would like to officially apologize to you, Mike. You were right. I was wrong. You're smart. I'm dumb. You're skinny. I'm fat.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Rolling into our 9 o'clock hour on this Wednesday hump day. For some of you, depending on where you live along the western side of town, gonna get windy. Gusty. And looking at some scheduled power outages. I guess allegedly a $640 million settlement will lead you to maybe want to get out in front of these things and turn the power off just to make sure nothing costly happens. That's out there. It's one of the theories behind why we're getting the power turned off. In the wood, we're going to have it off for scheduled 8 hours today.
I don't know what kind of settlement you're talking about.
Well, there was that big fire up in the Boulder Superior area.
Okay. Well, yeah, be cautious.
So be cautious. Dan Orlovsky's going to be joining us coming up in about 15 minutes. Got this text.
Apparently somebody's following current events.
I am. Well, it's affecting me. I mean, they're turning off my power today. Which I'm actually okay with. Everyone's like, my wife's like, oh, we got people coming into town and this and that. I'm like,
I'll take a nap.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, everything's off. House is going to be quiet.
You got a built-in excuse not to do anything.
Exactly. Boom.
So what am I supposed to do?
Right.
If I come home and the power's off, I'm
what
just
am I
going to
do?
Like, all right, time to sleep.
Exactly. Man, I would have done great in the 1700s.
Yeah, you would.
You'd have
been.
I've just been like, well,
let them eat cake.
So we got this text. Guys, enjoying the whole Bo Nix franchise. Is he a franchise? Is he not? Let me ask you another question. Tell me how much you believe in Bo. How many QBs right now in the NFL would you trade Bo for straight up? So establish the parameters. You've seen Bo play for now over a year and a half. You've formed your opinions of who he is as a player, what you think he can be moving forward. Factor all that in and tell me what quarterbacks exist in the NFL that you would trade Bo for, with the idea moving forward, where this is all about looking ahead, that you would trade Bo for straight up right now. How many can you come up with?
Yeah, because one, you got to think about age, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Matthew Stafford would be automatically off.
Wouldn't be on my list.
Right, he'd be off.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to think about health. Like Joe Burrow would be a guy that instantly you think, oh, yeah, I'd trade him for Joe Burrow. But then you go, man, he's just been so beat up and injured. Would I decide to do that? So, all right, start coming up with him, Mike. Burrow. Would you trade him straight across for Burrow right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Yes.
That's obvious.
And I think that might be about it for me.
Mahomes?
Yeah, I guess you got to say Mahomes.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Forgot about that guy. I mean, he's hurt.
Well, he's hurt now.
Yeah, forgot about him.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, brother.
Better days are behind him, I guess. I mean, I guess you got to say Mahomes, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So right there, that's three that we all agree with. Jalen Hurts?
No.
No way. What about Drake May?
Yep, that's the other one.
I put that in the
maybe category.
Maybe. Too soon to call, but maybe.
I think he's a bum.
Justin Herbert.
No. I know Stoke will.
I love me some Justin Herbert, but I'm good. I mean, he's a little bit older.
Okay. We're making progress with you.
But I think if you put Herbert, I will say I would do it. I would do it.
You would?
Yeah, I would do it. Because I would say if you put Herbert with Sean Payton in this offense.
I thought Harbaugh was an offensive genius, too.
Harbaugh just hands the ball off and
who's got it better than us?
Where's my fullback? I gotta have a full. Yeah.
So I think if you put Herbert with Sean Payton,
what about Lamar?
No,
me neither.
Not for me.
Nope.
Okay.
I think his better days are behind him. Can he stay healthy? He doesn't move like he used to move. He's been very inaccurate this
Still
year.
can't prove he can dominate from a pocket.
Right.
Jordan Love.
No.
I
do like Jordan Love.
I
He's
do too.
played well, but no, I like our guy.
Aaron Rodgers.
Did you know that Aaron Rodgers was almost traded to the Denver Broncos? Did y'all know that?
Shador Sanders. Trust me.
Do you believe?
The fact that Shador Sanders right now has more Pro Bowl votes than Bo Nix, yep, it's a fact. Look it up. Tells you that there are some probably living and working in the media in this town who believe, yes, they would take Shador Sanders
Dak?
over Bo Nix. Huh?
Dak?
No. C.J. Stroud?
No.
Don't like your attitude.
Trevor Lawrence?
No.
No.
All right. I think we're good. I mean,
think Jaden Daniels?
no. He really regressed this year and he can't stay healthy.
Caleb Williams?
Nope.
No.
Jared Goff?
Nope.
I love Jared, but no.
Too old.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I only have
list
one.
is short.
So what do we have?
I only
we
have
Burrow,
one other guy
Allen,
left.
Mahomes, you like that? Drake May, no. And
I'm
Herbert.
going to put Cousins in the maybe category. No.
So
All
five
right.
guys.
So we agree on 3 for sure that we would trade Bo straight up for right now. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and then maybe Justin Herbert and Drake May.
I would do Justin Herbert. Y'all were maybe on him.
Okay.
Or,
I would do Justin Herbert.
Okay, and then
I go maybe.
Then maybe on Drake May. That's a tough one.
Why would you? Okay, other than you got to sell me a little bit more on Justin Herbert over Bo Nix. Why? What does Justin Herbert have that Bo doesn't have?
I just think that Justin Herbert is. I just think he's really good, really good. Again, you know what? I think he's just a pure better drop back guy.
I told you.
What was that town? What was that town?
That was a real captivating case you just made right there. Very compelling. Very compelling. Very strong.
Do you think?
Holy cow! Yeah, that was. I mean, you're not convincing anyone. Now I'm about to switch.
That was right down to. That was right next to. What was it? We were trying to get him to talk about the other day, and it was like,
Shador. I thought he played good, but
you don't think if Justin Herbert played for Sean Payton.
Give me some right there. That's good.
You don't think if Justin Herbert played for Sean Payton that he would be putting up unbelievable numbers?
Tell me why.
He's great from the pocket. He can move out of the pocket. I mean, he's just a top level quarterback.
Yeah,
he really is, and I think he's
still that from Bo.
No, I just think that he's at a higher level right now.
Yeah, I think he's more consistent throwing against. Hey, how about more consistent throwing against zone? More consistent. More consistent quarterback from that standpoint, from just being able to execute from the pocket. But they're both, listen, man, they both have unbelievable skill sets.
Oh, I hope you do better when Orlowski's on, Mark. That was not good.
No, it was fine.
Mike.
By the way, this is Herbert's 6th year, too, in the NFL.
All right, so he's got another.
Dude, he was.
Well, no, I'm saying 6 years, and I don't see any difference between 6 years Justin Herbert and 2 years Bo Nix.
Look at Justin Herbert's rookie numbers when he got forced into duty. When Tyrod Taylor, he set all kinds of records for rookies. He has been that good. He's a damn good player,
and we've seen it. Bo is still
Yeah.
I mean, he's still a young quarterback that's still developing and improving, but we've seen Herbert. Now, Herbert hasn't won the big game, so that's a good argument. I understand that, but
seen Herbert do it for 6 years. You've seen Bo do it for the last 4 games.
Well, that's part of the fun part of this question,
right?
Is the Bo you're watching right now, and it's just a fun sports talk question, but I think that was pretty revealing that what we see right now, the only quarterbacks for sure we would trade Bo for straight up right now, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and maybe Drake May. Not a bad situation to
crazy
to
when
be
you
in.
think about it.
Not a bad situation to be in at all. Dan Orlovsky joins us coming up next.
Still don't believe in the Denver Broncos? Mike Evans has a message for you.
If you're a Bo cynic or if you're a Sean cynic, get on board. Get on board the train because it's leaving. We're not even through year 2. Buckle up because this is going to be fun.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
It is go time. Time to host parties. The kids home from school. Parents, in-laws, yay! This is your time to shine. Don't let plumbing problems interfere with your fun. Copperhead Plumbing is who I use and I recommend to my guys here at the Fan. Stink, Stokes, Cecil, they've all been helped out by Copperhead Plumbing recently. Still time to schedule some preventative maintenance before the holiday crunch. Water heater tune-up. No cold showers for your guests. With more cooking and cleaning during the holidays, scheduled drain and disposal maintenance to prevent clogs. Also, pipe inspections so potential leaks don't become major headaches when they freeze. I recommend Copperhead Plumbing because they are locally and family-owned since 2007. There's a commitment to doing business the right way, on time, courteous, thorough, with outstanding communication throughout the entire job process. Go to CopperheadPlumbingInc.com, get a coupon for a free service call. Also check out their different financing options. And remember, in case any plumbing issue pops up over the holidays, you can call them, 303-552-3491 and at CopperheadPlumbingInc.com. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
This is Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Hall of Famer. I learned early in my career that winning takes teamwork. And in banking, that means choosing a partner that has your back. That's why I trust Colorado Credit Union, a local financial institution that has spent more than 50 years investing in our community and helping families build a strong financial future. To learn more, visit ccu.org or stop by any branch. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Equal housing opportunity.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at O'Meara GMC. The holiday season, our favorite time of year, and you don't want to miss the holiday event at O'Meara GMC. They have heavy-duty discounts on trucks for your business. Now is your last chance to get a 2025 GMC Sierra 2500 for only $685 a month and potentially write off 100% at tax time. Save thousands with just announced 0% APR financing, guys, on the 2026 Sierras. Just check out their huge selection of pre-owned Denali's starting at just $36,000. They all come with the O'Meara Advantage, a 100,000-mile warranty, and 2 years of free oil changes. O'Meara GMC makes it so simple, so easy. Credit approvals are exceeding 95%, and they accept I-10s. And if you need Santa cash fast, O'Meara GMC will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase one from them. Nobody makes it easier during the holidays than my guys at O'Meara GMC on 104th at O'MearaGMC.com for more information. That's O'MearaGMC.com.
The University of Denver brings you the best athletics in the metro area. From lacrosse, basketball, hockey, soccer, gymnastics, and more. We have a sport to cheer on at DU. Ticket packages are available to meet your busy lifestyle and are easy on the wallet. Learn more on our digital platforms, including DenverPioneers.com.
A higher education should be on every child's wish list. Open a College Invest savings account by December 31st and qualify for a Colorado tax deduction. CollegeInvest.org.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer, exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney, Tuesday afternoons on The Drive, and Friday mornings on Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, all season long. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Conspiracy theories.
Well, in this case, AI got it wrong.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe Skynet's not taking over anytime soon.
Firm beliefs.
I'm very easily swayed. If you keep talking, I might be at 70 here in about 30 seconds.
And a few sucker punches.
It was the complete motivator for me, the failure thing.
Mark, when does that stop? Not letting your teammates down after you finish playing? Because it seems like it. You let us down a lot.
Oh, man. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, Dan Orlowski will be joining us here pretty soon. Oh, we got him? We got him. All right. Dan Orlovsky, our NFL ESPN analyst, an FOS. That means a friend of Stink and a friend of Stokley. I'm still working on them. There's still hope down the road. Good morning, Dan. How we doing?
What's going on? I'm doing fantastic. How are you guys?
Doing great. Dan, hey, Bo just looks like he continues, things keep getting slower for him and slowing down. He looks more confident. What are you seeing from Bo Nix from, 5-6 weeks ago after that Raiders game to last week against the Packers?
Yeah, he's playing fast, not hurried. And that's really the big takeaway off of a game when a lot of people, rightfully so, myself included, say best he's had as a pro. We've talked a lot this year about hurried and frantic. And you can see it with the quarterback just watching his feet. They don't look calm. They look out of control. They look like they're in constant movement and almost in a panic mode. And then this past weekend, you still want him playing fast. There's no statue element here. You want him moving efficiently and expeditiously, but in a manner where there's a confidence attached to it. And I thought that was the overwhelming takeaway, was how that looked. I think part of it, no question, you give credit. I think Sean Payton and Davis Webb certainly have emphasized it. I also would say the use of the no huddle seemed to have a positive impact on that for Bo. Their no huddle use this past week in Denver offensively was the most snaps they used it. It was the most yards they had using it. It was the most yards per attempt throwing the football they had using it. And so that was a big deal, was, maybe speeding up their tempo in the no huddle world actually calmed him down a little bit. Also probably cleaned some of his thought process up as well.
Is that because in the no huddle you have a limited menu of things you're going to run out of that, Dan? Why is that all of a sudden, helping a young quarterback like Bo in your mind?
Yeah, Stink, I think there's a couple of reasons. One, obviously a young player that came from college, and that was a premise of what they did. He's got thousands of banked reps coming from Auburn and Oregon running no huddle. And so there's a little bit more of a comfort from the tempo that is built in his style of play. Certainly, the second reason is teams can't necessarily get to their exotic calls, get their personnel on the field, or disguise as much. I mean, just think it from a defensive perspective. At me as an offense, I get a first down and I'm immediately with some energy to the line of scrimmage. You as a defense are trying to get aligned, get lined up, get your front the right way, communicate your coverage and defense. You're not really focused on how do I disguise this defense. And so I do think that there's a little bit like of a cleaner picture for the quarterback on a consistent basis.
Dan, where do you have the Broncos ranked here in the AFC when you look at the big picture here with the Patriots losing last week? You still got the Bills hanging around, obviously. Texans are coming on strong here. Where do you have the Broncos ranked? And say the Broncos win their next three and they're at 15-2. I haven't heard a lot of buzz about Sean Payton being Coach of the Year. What would you think about Sean Payton winning Coach of the Year if this team gets to 15-2 and the number one seed in the best division and the best record in the NFL?
Yeah, he's definitely going to be in the conversation. He's warranted that. I think Kyle Shanahan and what Kyle has done in San Francisco with the absolute decimation of injury, certainly warranting Ben Johnson. But I do think Sean Payton, in the reality, I don't know where they sit dead cap space wise with Russell right now. I don't know if it's any. I know last year was a huge deal, but that has to
35,
factor in.
Around
No
$35
way.
million this year, yeah.
Wow. And also, Peyton, for the way that they've put the football team together, George Payton, and the talent that they've done and acquired with that obvious debt. I think there's no question Denver is in that group of those 3 or 4 teams that you unequivocally say is a favorite. Buffalo's going to be in there. The quarterback puts him in there. He's an MVP candidate right now. I think New England, is a team that, last week I'm like, I don't know how good they are. They're that team who's always gotten better, and they jump out to 21-0. I don't look at the loss of that lead as this unbelievable negative. Their first time experiencing it. How do they bounce back? I still think New England is one of those 4 teams to beat. Houston is such a complete and dangerous team. It's the best defense in football. I would tell everybody it's becoming one of the better offenses in football. It's a complete offense. The offensive line is much improved. CJ's playing exceptional football. I would tell you the two things that concern me a little bit about Denver. And this is me for fans. This is my job. I'm nitpicking. Yes. But things that are going to get you beat. There's still too many blown coverages on their defensive end of football. When you motion and you get into different stacks or bunches, there's still too many blown coverages. And if I was playing against this defense and I had tight ends and backs that could catch the football, I would throw it to them almost every play. That still is a thing that they will have to get solidified moving forward.
You know, we talked a lot about Bo Nix here. We've talked about his improvement. Where is he on just the hierarchy of quarterbacks or just AFC quarterbacks in your mind?
You know, at least let's live in the world of teams that are going to be in. Josh is the best player in the playoffs. He's by far the best quarterback in the playoffs. I think with Drake May and the season he's having, and then Trevor Lawrence and the season he's having, you would sit there and say those are two guys that if they're on, they're as good as anyone. Like Trevor Lawrence is on a heater right now. CJ Stroud is just so consistent. CJ is so good in the pocket. Bo is the guy that I feel like, listen, if they're in the game, he's warranted the right to trust him. He'll find a way, either athletically or throwing the football down the field. And so I'm not putting him into that category that Josh is in, and certainly when Trevor's on is in. But Bo is very much so a quarterback that I would sit here right now and say, do I think that Bo Nix could win 2 playoff games and have to lead a fourth quarter comeback? There's very little doubt in my mind he could be that guy.
Dan, talk to me about Jacksonville. They've won 5 out of 6, 6 out of 7. Playing really good football right now. To your point, Trevor Lawrence looks like he's getting comfortable with Liam Cohen's offense, and I mean they're playing really good ball. Tell us about Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers is probably the best in-season addition a team has had in the NFL. He has just come over, and this is a team that in the past game led the league in drops last year. It was an issue this year. He catches everything. He's constantly open. And so there's a pass game with Brian Thomas Jr. there he's a really special player, talented, big, long, down the field. But Jacoby has just made this offense pass game-wise so complete. Stink knows this, and Stoke, you would as well. When it comes to Trevor Lawrence, what's happened with the addition of Jacoby, but really Liam Cohen is, I think as a quarterback, when you get a coach that comes from this system, the Shanahan and McVay system, you get to a point after all these reps in this offense where you truly deep down believe this play call is going to work. Like I don't necessarily know what the defense is. I just know this dude's going to be open because I just believe in the play caller so much. And the confidence that you see in Trevor Lawrence right now and his willingness to cut the ball loose and just freaking throw the football instead of overthinking is directly correlated to Liam Cohen dialing up good plays. And he's hot right now, and the talent is shining. He's thinking less, reacting more, and this is a very explosive offense.
All right, Dan, man, we appreciate you, buddy. Have a great, great weekend, and enjoy, what is this, week 16? Unbelievable already.
16, man. Amen. You
Crazy.
too, bud. Later, guys.
There goes Dan Orlowski, our NFL ESPN insider. A lot to react to. Also, coming up next, Riley Moss standing up for himself. That's next.
With his performance against the Packers, did Bo Nix officially silence his critics?
I saw the finishing touches of what I needed to see. It wasn't about one throw or one drive. It was the collective over the course of 60 minutes. The Denver Broncos have found their franchise quarterback.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here for my friends at Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. Hey man, let me ask you a question, guys. Your windows sticky, drafty, leaky? Every cold night is costing you money. Every cold day is going to cost you money. I know it doesn't feel like it right now. December, it's been so beautiful. but it's going to get cold. Hey, and starting January, those cold nights are going to cost you even more money because the prices for new windows are going up in the new year. Right now, Gravina's Window Center of Littleton is letting homeowners lock in that 2025 pricing. But here's the catch. You got to order by December 31st, so time is getting short, guys, or you're going to be paying those 2026 prices. Hey, Gravina's Window Center of Littleton, they've been in business for over 50 years, doing it right every single time, guys, start to finish. They're with you every step of the way. They never subcontract out. They are going to do the work for you, and it is going to be spectacular. And now you can lock in those 2025 prices. Don't wait. You got to do it by December 31st. Call for a free consultation at 303-794-0490. That's 303-794-0490 or online at windowsforyourhome.com.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Restore your bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning hair with the same simple one-day treatment I receive from Dr. Tanya Pauls of Advanced Hair. Your own natural hair begins regrowing the very next day, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. Call 720-459-HAIR, advancedhair.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This segment on The Fan is brought to you by Embers Golf, where your passion meets the green.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD2, CSU women's basketball faces Nevada with pregame starting at 7.
One of Newsweek's best regional banks and credit unions. Learn more at WistaraCU.com.
Candy shaming. I don't know how anybody can eat that. Black licorice? Ugh. 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 Gross. Fact checking.
I think we have another candidate for the Mike Evans big board of BS.
No way.
In the spirit of giving.
Mike is getting an almost new but slightly used snowblower.
Oh, is that his compensation, Mark?
No, that's just out of the goodness of my heart, Stoke.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Our thanks to Dan Orlovsky. Led to a text on the RumbleSlaw.com text line 303-713-1043. Guy's not going to lie, between Orlovsky talking up Trevor Lawrence and Mark talking up the Jags, I'm starting to get a little worried about this game.
Well, I've been telling you for a couple weeks. Teams, the Jags are the sleeper here that no one's been talking about for whatever reason. They've been playing good football. And they had Mark's Houston Texans on the rope.
Who did I pick to win that division before the season started?
You got to make me say it, aren't you?
Who'd you pick?
Yeah, go ahead, say it.
Must be.
I love the Raiders.
Oh.
No. He picked Jacksonville.
Well, they haven't won it yet, Mark. Don't start doing a victory lap yet.
I'm not. I'm just saying that I was on the Jacksonville Jaguars before this whole thing started.
You were. There was another team you were on before it started, too.
I'm actually going to go with the Chargers.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're still
for every Jaguar pick you got right, there's
I'm actually
they
going to
still
go
have
with
a
the
chance
Chargers.
to win the division, don't they?
Oh, you're still holding out hope, huh?
Unbelievable.
I'm just telling you.
He wants to be right.
Yeah.
Worst.
Yeah.
No.
Hey,
No,
my
no,
Chargers
no.
are eliminated. They're still alive.
Well, they've got the better quarterback.
Yeah. So you say. So you say.
You just keep digging that deeper and deeper.
Stunk. There's no ditch as long as it's a truth ditch.
A truth ditch.
I'm
That's
happy to
actually
be in
pretty
the
good.
truth ditch.
This
is sad.
So Jacksonville, are they becoming? All right. So right now, wild card weekend, in which the Broncos would get to sit out. Oh, that's so nice. Right now, the playoff matchups on wild card weekend would be New England hosting Houston. Jacksonville would be hosting Buffalo, and Pittsburgh would be hosting the Chargers.
Perfect. I like that.
Boy,
I want to see.
That's a snake pit.
Mark and I talked about it. That's the one team that we want to avoid is Houston right now. Houston is the one team in the playoffs I want to avoid as much as possible. They're playing their best football right now. They do have a really good defense. C.J. Stroud starting to, because this is his first year with that offensive coordinator. And then he got banged up. So, Orlovsky just said, hey, they're playing really good offensive football right now, too. They're a scary team moving forward. So if it worked out that way.
They still reseed, though, right? So that under that scenario, because I think Houston would beat New England.
Well, I would like to see one of those teams get eliminated.
And
So
then
that's why I
reseed.
like that matchup.
So then they reseed. So Houston would come here as the lowest remaining seed for the divisional round. So
What seed would Houston be right now?
Houston's a 7 seed.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can't avoid it if Houston wins it. I mean, you couldn't avoid it. So,
Well,
but there's still a lot of
I think they'll win out, so they could still. I mean, they could still
win the division
Yeah.
and move up. So, a lot of ball left to be played. But yeah, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, you can't avoid them if they win their first game.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that because the Patriots, I think we got to put a little bit more respect on the Patriots too. And Evans is like,
I'm just kind of. I was just kind of during the break. I was scrolling, and I follow John Gruden. You know who John Gruden's got coming out of the AFC in the Super Bowl?
Patriots.
He put his picks in.
Broncos. Texans.
Brandon Stokley. Mark's nodding for those of you who are not watching on the Denver Sports YouTube channel.
This gives this. I'm trying to build up the YouTube numbers.
Shrewd.
Got to watch.
You told me about.
You're playing chess.
You told me about potential.
You're playing chess right now.
Little scratch.
Respect.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's just play the little game right now. This is your wild card matchups. Tell me who you take. New England hosting Houston.
I'll take.
I'd take Houston.
Yeah, even though it's in New England, and I think Vrabel, he's built for those moments.
Jacksonville hosting Buffalo.
Ooh, I'm not a believer in Buffalo, but I'll take Buffalo.
I want to pound his ass.
Sorry,
I'd take Jacksonville.
You got me yelling now.
Pittsburgh hosting your Chargers.
I'll take the Chargers.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers also.
Yeah.
So that would leave divisional weekend would be Houston at the Broncos, Buffalo at who'd be left? Under that scenario, it would be Buffalo at the Chargers.
Go, Chargers, go.
Now,
why?
You said Buffalo would beat because I took Jacksonville, but you're saying.
Oh, okay. You're saying Jacksonville would beat Buffalo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. In that scenario, then the second round would be Houston at Denver and the Chargers at Jacksonville.
So either way, in those scenarios, we'd be getting Houston.
Yeah, if Houston's
ahead of
right.
ourselves.
No, but that's the thing. If Houston's 7 and they win, we're playing Houston. I mean, they're the last seed, so it doesn't matter what the other teams do. But again, like we just talked about, I mean, Houston could win that division very easily. So they're playing as good as anyone.
They're done playing
right
Jacksonville, though.
Yes.
Jacksonville's done playing
wonder
Houston.
if they.
Well, we got
end in
Jacksonville this week, so we just need to take care of business, and then
I just wonder if those two teams end in a tie, who wins the division? because then you got to go to tiebreakers. They split their regular season matchup.
Then it's division record, right? Then I think it's your division record. And right now, up to the minute, Jacksonville is 3-1 in the division. Houston's 4-1.
Does it go to common opponent? When is common opponent?
No, I think it's division. I think it's head-to-head, then division.
And you got they
common
play
games is third.
They play the Raiders at home, and then they got at the Chargers and the Colts. Houston does. Mark Houston, Texas.
So I don't know.
How many teams do I got? I got
Houston,
the Chargers.
who
Raiders
else?
are kind of my team.
Yeah, under the radar,
Yeah.
sneaky. A little bit of a love for the Raiders for some reason.
Well, I like the stadium and Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
Although Brock dropped down because of what Trey McBride did last week. So Trey McBride kind of jumped over the top of Brock
And now
Bowers.
this week we're going to see his third new favorite player, Brenton Strange.
That's right, yes.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that game, so he won't jump into my favorite player radar. Now, I'll be doing Tampa and Carolina. There's nobody on either of those teams who's going to jump into my favorite.
Me?
Oh, yeah, you maybe.
I'm back, baby.
You're back.
I'm back.
I'm talking to Mike Evans this weekend.
Nice.
Should I?
You should.
I should introduce you to
Why
him.
don't you? Why don't we FaceTime?
Should we FaceTime? What question? If you had one question to ask Mike Evans, what would you ask Mike Evans from Mike Evans?
What would Mike Evans ask Mike Evans? It's a great question. I mean, there's so much we share.
Right. You guys both have elite speed.
Elite speed.
Right.
Freak athletes.
Freak athletes. I probably have a better, stronger foundation than he does.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably. Yeah,
You know?
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, he always is pulling
Squatting.
hamstring. What about your
I don't have hamstrings.
I wonder what his baseball swing looks like. It can't be. It's beautiful like yours.
Probably doesn't make good fajitas either.
No. Maybe that's what
Yeah.
maybe I'll teach him how to make good fajitas.
He teaches you how to catch a football.
Yes.
And you teach him how to make world-class fajitas.
There you go.
How about that?
Simple as that. We'll wrap up this conversation. Stoke.
What?
After everything that Mark has said about Houston and your own view of Houston, do you hope that you don't see Houston? The Broncos don't see Houston?
Absolutely. I don't want to see Houston.
So
That's
even
right.
even getting the best record in the AFC in the first round bye won't feel as good if it means Houston.
Well,
in the divisional round.
No, it still feel good.
I know,
I still
but-
feel confident
but you
against
wouldn't wanna
Houston.
play 'em.
No, I mean, if we're looking at teams that I'm trying to avoid in the AFC, I think Houston would be at the top and Buffalo would be too. Just because Josh Allen, I think he's got that chip on his shoulder, and every time he plays the Broncos, it seems like he balls out.
right.
We saw it last year in the
Yeah.
playoffs, and it's just one of those things where I'm scared of Josh Allen.
No, here's
He's
the
got
best.
unscripted stuff for Josh Allen. It's just you can't defend that.
Then here's the best scenario. Can we all agree this
Yes.
is the best scenario?
Okay, talk to
that
me.
over Wild Card Weekend, the favorites win, so that when it's all said and done, the Broncos are hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Perfect.
That's the matchup you want.
Well, and we still
Give
we
me
don't know
Pittsburgh.
who's going to be who. You know, right now we're saying that Houston's 7, but they could easily pop in to be, third
They
or
could-
fourth.
Yeah, they could be fourth.
Yeah, they could be. No, they'll be before 4. If they win the division, they'll be
They'll jump
third.
over. No, Pittsburgh's going to be.
Pittsburgh's
fourth.
going to be 4.
Yeah, they'll
right.
jump
yeah.
over. You're right. They'll jump over the
Pittsburgh
AFC
or
North.
Baltimore will be 4.
The perfect scenario is you get the bye, you get the week off, and you get Pittsburgh.
You get Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's the dream scenario. Yep. Then you
All
beat
right.
Pittsburgh, and you're in the AFC Championship game. Boom.
Boom.
Simple as that.
Hey, fun conversation.
Fun conversation to have. Can you believe we're having
No,
this conversation?
not serious.
Right.
I mean, you hear Cecil talk about Super Bowl, all year long, and it's like, okay, Cecil.
I will die on this hill.
But here we are. So
And it's a legitimate, serious conversation.
number
that you
one
know-
seed
speak, right?
in the AFC.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Let's do it. Coming out next, top audio of the day. We're going to hear from the likes of Riley Moss, Garrett Bowles, Jared Bednar, Josh Manson. It's all coming up next.
With his performance against the Packers, did Bo Nix officially silence his critics?
I saw the finishing touches of what I needed to see. It wasn't about one throw or one drive. It was the collective over the course of 60 minutes. The Denver Broncos have found their franchise quarterback.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, guys, let me ask you a question. You live with back pain, neck pain. How about worried about needing that surgery or taking all those habit-forming medications? Well, my guys at Spine One specialize in treatments that offer alternatives to major surgery and long-term medication. Here's the best part. You can do exactly what I did. Start your journey toward pain-free today. That's right. Same-day appointments. They're a phone call away. 303-367-2225. 303-367-BACK. Spine One is a complete medical center for spine care. They've got exams, MRIs, physical therapy, treatment options, all in one facility, and they're going to educate you. Here's what's going on. This is why you're in pain. They'll show you the pictures and then give you treatment options for both nagging and debilitating pain. Guys, they changed my life. I had checked out at doing things I love to do. I quit playing golf, quit going to the gym. Most importantly for me, man, I couldn't sleep through the night. I'd wake up 6-7 times a night just in all kinds of pain. Not anymore, man. I'm sleeping through the night. I'm back in the gym. I'm back on the golf course. It's all because I went and saw my friends at Spine One. A couple short treatments, and I was back doing things I hadn't done in years. Man, they can do that for you as well. So start your journey today. Get yourself back checked into life. 303-367-2225. 303-367-BACK. Or online at spineone.com.
From holiday hosting to unforgettable gifts, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. And now, during their Sizzle All the Way sale, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with promo code SKY at checkout. I was lucky enough to receive Omaha Steaks as a gift, and it was everything I had hoped for. Items were individually packaged so I could cook for the entire family. Or if I was the only one home, I would treat myself with a delicious steak, sides, and even dessert. I loved those nights by myself. Right now is the perfect time to save on delicious gifts and holiday hosting favorites. Every steak is perfectly aged to maximize tenderness and hand-cut by master butchers in America's heartland. It's holiday magic made easy. Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Sizzle All the Way sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code SKY at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, code SKY.
Most people don't think about their garage door until it stops working. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. There's never a good time for your garage door to break, whether you're rushing to work or you're trying to get the kids to school. We know how much you rely on your garage door. That's why we offer same-day repairs, because life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage door is what we do, but making your life easier and your home safer is why we do it. Families trust us because we deliver, and we'd be honored to earn your trust too. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon.
Tune into Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Subtle intimidation.
Had to give Ty the look.
You did. I was
gave
wondering.
Ty a little bit of a like.
I was wondering what you were doing.
It was a little quizzical look.
Skill debating.
You didn't think I was going to flip it on your head like this. See
Yeah,
how I
you're
did
coming
that?
back at me. I
Right.
like this.
You
This is
regret
good.
this now.
And plenty of pet peeves.
Put your phone in your pocket and you never go back and get it.
It is a source of so much frustration for Mark. It drives him crazy.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at our texters. We were talking about the idea of you talking to Mike Evans when you get ready to call the Tampa game this weekend.
Yeah.
And if we could set up a FaceTime between
Mike Evans and Mike Evans.
Yeah, what would Mike Evans, ask the other Mike Evans?
Your twin.
So we're getting, naturally, without even being asked, the texters immediately start coming up with questions. That's why I love them.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans Radio would ask Mike Evans, football player, do you put ice down your shorts on long road trips in the summer too?
Oh, it's a good question.
Let's see. Let's see if there's any more here. All right, there's no more. That was a good one. Oh, Mike Evans Radio would ask Mike Evans football, do you wax your back? Baby smooth in the summer, baby. Baby smooth. Got to keep it baby smooth.
What's it like now, right now? Is it
Right
like
now,
a
it's
little
getting
bristly?
It's getting a little bristly.
Yeah?
A little bristly.
A little grizzly bear. A little hibernation.
Stokes like, let's get to some of the top audio of the day. Riley Moss, I love the way he competes. I love his personality. He's easy to root for. Hopefully the reputation gets turned around and goes away because he is playing good football. And he did get his first interception the other day.
It was great. Long overdue. The ball doesn't lie, right? I had great coverage on that deep ball, and, they wanted to throw the flag from across the field, so that was fine. They could do that. Ball doesn't lie, so.
That's fine. They can do that.
Ball doesn't lie.
They want to. You see, they want to throw the flag from across the field.
They can do that.
Yeah, all the way across the field. Yeah. Ball don't lie.
Yeah.
So but it was the ref that was in the middle of the football field that threw the flag like 30 yards.
Yeah, it's not even your job.
Seriously.
Just stop.
But hey, ball don't lie.
Also, his more on his reaction. He gained another PI call.
It's kind of a kick in the nuts, but at the same time, it's like you got to keep rolling, and that happened, and I was frustrated, but, finished the game off great, and that's the key to the NFL, right, is can you take the punches and can you continue to fight and keep rolling and finish the game?
So I love this guy. In the span of 23 seconds of comments, I got a ball don't lie and a kick in the nuts.
Yeah. It's great.
It's awesome. I got to get, that kind of tone kind of gives me an idea about what Stokley must have been like on the football field at times. Little lippy.
You think Stoke was a little lippy?
Little lippy.
I don't think Stoke said much.
No.
Just depend.
Little lippy.
It would depend on if they talked, then I would talk. But most of the time, just kind of go about my business. But it just kind of would
Were
depend.
you considered like good in the moment, talking smack, or were you one of those types that like would be on the bus heading home afterwards, going, man, I wish I had said this.
Yeah,
that would have.
That was me.
Yeah,
on the bus. Gosh, dang it, I missed that opportunity. I should have said that.
Yeah.
So no, I wasn't very good at it. We don't hear a lot from Riley Moss, so it's good to hear from him. He's got a great attitude about it. It seems like he's hey, I just got to keep playing, and so that's the right mindset. He's not gonna lose his confidence over this, it doesn't seem. I do. I like his mindset.
He sounds like, Stink, what you always hear cornerbacks have to think and sound like, right? That, hey, got me this time. It's all right. I'll get you the next time. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? That kind of thing.
I just love the fact that he's at a position now or a place where he's just like, hey, man, ref's going to throw a flag from across the field. Nothing I can do about that.
Right.
It was stupid. It's a bad call. It's garbage.
More from the Broncos. Garrett Bowles. What do you have to say, Bowles?
Wait, real quick. I want to ask Mark something because we talked about it earlier, and Zach and them were kind of going off what I said yesterday about Riley Moss. Maybe calling out these refs, making an example out of them of how bad these calls are. Maybe getting a 15-yard penalty. Well, what about Sean being that guy? Not in the moment per se. But after the game, NBA basketball style, Michael Malone sticking up for Jokic or Phil Jackson sticking up for, Jordan and Pippen. What would you think about Sean Payton doing that, calling the refs out with how bad those pass interference calls have been?
I'd love it. If he came out and just say, hey, man, I think the referees have unfairly targeted Riley Moss. He had some calls early in the year, and now it just seems like that's the in vogue thing to do is throw a flag on him. But he's been tight on his coverage. He's been really good on his coverage, and he's gotten some really, really bad calls.
Well, to your point, Stoke, if the guy in the middle of the field is the one throwing the flag, that's especially when you got to lose it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one where you kind of like stalk on the field and go, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's not your call. Right. That's especially the one that if that happens again, that's where you got to draw the line. You got to be, come on, enough's enough.
Somebody has to do something.
Enough. We got guys who aren't even supposed to be making the call. They're 30, 40 yards away throwing flags. Yeah. What are we doing?
I just think that somebody needs to because it's gotten really bad.
Bowlesy on how he feels about the still doubters out there of the Broncos.
You know what? The only people that we respect are the people in this building. the love that we have for our city, the fans, this organization, our owners. Man, we're just full of dogs. You know, George Payton and what he's done is created this team with SP. And just the love we have for one another, man. We believe in each other. If nobody else believes in us, it's all good, man. We believe in each other.
Don't always get a chance to hear from Bowlesy. Always good to hear from Bowlesy. Here's a little bit more.
Birds are chirping. Cows are chirping.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the mud.
Oh, he came from the mud.
Well, came from the mud.
Came from the mud.
He's in the GB zone.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets in the GB zone.
He's in the GB zone talking about protecting his guy, Bo.
Number 10's a freak of nature, man. I've been telling you guys this for the last 2 years. I mean, I don't know what he has. I don't know if he goes in at halftime or before the game and gets hooked up to an IV and puts some green juice in him. He turns into a Hulk. I don't know what he does, but he is awesome, man. He's just so composed and calm, and he's just a special person. I'm grateful I can protect him.
Bowlesy, baby. There he is.
In Bowles we trust.
Bowlesy. Boy, you talk
We really do.
Talk about a transformation.
Never seen anything like it.
Right, guys? I mean, I called that one Chicago game where he had 4 holding calls, and we had more holding penalties than we had yards as an offense.
At that point, if you had told me, hey, relax, this is how Bowles' career is going to turn out, I've been like, what are you smoking? No way. No way. No way. So.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they had, it was a reverse Riley Moss. They had another call on him, and they called somebody else's number because they felt bad about giving him a 5th holding call.
Right. That's how bad it got. Remember that one, Stoke?
Yeah.
It was against Bowlesy, but they knew the crowd might riot if they said holding 72 again.
It would have been his 5th one.
They showed some mercy.
They did. They did. Avalanche win last night. Nathan McKinnon, 2 more goals. Josh Manson's seen this before.
Yeah, he's just, dominant player. He's a great player. He creates chances all the time on the ice, right? Makes the guys around him better. And, I feel like he's kind of got that shot mentality this year, of just throwing everything to the net. And, it's working for him. He's a world-class player, and it's fun to watch.
He's the best player on the planet right now. And I heard from a few Canadians early this morning who are like, no, it's still Connor McDavid. Well, all I know right now in his pursuit of a second Hart Trophy, I'm looking at the most current odds on one site to win the Hart Trophy for the MVP. Nathan McKinnon right now leading the way, and it's a healthy lead right now. He's at minus 220. Connor McDavid is next at plus 175. So a big gap between Nathan McKinnon, and proof that it's just a 2-horse race between these two. It's McKinnon, then it's McDavid. The next best odds are Nikita Kucherov, Stoke of
Kucherov of Tampa.
Yes!
Bam!
Oh my God! Give me some. I am so proud of you.
Thank you
Way
very
to go.
much. Yes.
McKinnon is minus 220. McDavid is plus 175. Cooch is plus 2,500.
Wow.
So is his first name Makita?
No.
Makita? He makes the drills and stuff? Is that a family business?
You actually are kind of in the neighborhood of something. Do you remember the significance of Makita in hockey?
All right, I got a question. I got a real question. I got a real question for the hockey
great
guy.
Player named Stan Makita.
Yeah, nobody. No.
Okay,
what
are
your
the tools?
What are your expectations this year now? Now that they started off this good,
Who?
Evans, the Avs.
Avs
win it all or
Stanley Cup or bust? Stanley Cup Finals or bust?
So not win it all. They got to at least get there.
Yes.
Okay.
I would have a hard time team making it to the Stanley Cup Finals and losing to say.
What happens if they lose in the second round?
Disaster. I mean, Bedsy's gone.
Wow.
If you don't get past the second round, you have to admit that something about the model, no matter how good it is in the regular season, is just flawed when it comes for the postseason. That's either the coach or you have to seriously think about your core and whether it needs to be broken up. If you can't get past the second round, I mean, there's just no other way around it. You have to get past the second round.
By the way, how did Val do in Seattle? Correct.
Wow.
Stokely was wondering.
Apparently, he did good.
He did all right?
Everything's all good.
We
It's
hope.
all good?
Well,
all good.
We think.
It's all good.
No news is good news?
No news is
That's
good
right.
news.
But not all the time. because sometimes you don't hear about it until a week or two later.
That's
you
true.
know,
That's true.
Last time they whisked him away, and he went to St. Petersburg, and we hear about it.
Hey,
2 months later. Where is he?
Val's doing his job. Val's taking care of
He's
business. We're good. We're good. We're also in the final week of our Denver Sports Equipment Drive, benefiting Recruiting Classroom. Our friends at the Blue Sports Stable in Superior. They've been awesome. Taking donations of gently used or new sports equipment. Most needed items now include volleyball, soccer balls, footballs, and baseball bats. For drop-off locations and a full list of needed items, head to denversports.com/equipment. We got Dover and Cecil coming your way next.
Are the Denver Broncos looking down at the rest of the NFL?
This is the best team in football. There is no question. These guys are playing at an incredibly high level, and they are peaking at the right time.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, the holidays are here, and there's that special woman in your life, that person that just is your special person, needs a great gift, something really nice yet affordable. Hey, Mark Schlereth here with a terrific idea. This year, buy her a gift certificate to Beau Visage Skincare and Spa. They specialize in services like European facials, soothing therapeutic massages. It's all about rest and relaxation. And let's be honest, you can buy a facial or a massage just about anywhere. But at Beau Visage, you're buying not just the service. Instead, you're buying a luxurious spa experience. And believe me, the place is absolutely awesome. You're never going to go wrong buying a gift certificate from Beau Visage. They have all kinds of different packages to choose from. Very competitively priced. And I'm telling you what, guys, they do it right every single time. Just give them a call, 303-779-5002, or find them online